Okay, so it was story time hour at the dementia wing of the White House today, and little Donnie needed some attention. So he has all of his cronies in a circle and all the fucking press that he's allowed in. And so, and he just had a bunch of rambling nonsense to say today. So let's watch.
An even bigger event next year as we host the official 2026 FIFA World Cup. That's the big one. The World Cup tournament.
Yeah, we know, dipshit, because the world, as in the world, is competing. The fuck are you talking about? Like, that's the big one. Yeah, we know, dipshit.
This will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, even for our country, because frankly, this goes to countries, everybody wants it. I guess it's going all over the world.
Everybody wants it. You sound like shit, Grandma. Lay off the packs, Mary. Okay, next. The fuck? So, of course, they're talking about the fucking World Cup because it's a big fucking issue because who the fuck wants to come to America? They're fucking demonizing immigrants and even tourists. A lot of people trying to get into the country to contribute to the tourism economy have been held up at the border, held up by ICE. So it's not very reassuring to anybody that wants to watch those games maybe in person. So a lot of people are just not going to take the risk because what the fuck is the point of going to your country if there's a chance we could get arrested just for being there? No, thank you.
Secretary Rubio's team at the State Department has worked tirelessly with the Department of Homeland Security to ensure...
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. In the Oval Office, under the fucking resolute desk, fucking Donald Trump has one of those things, those 4 balls that like hang from the fucking thing that are on people's desks sometime, and they like go click, 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 click. Donald Trump has one of those, and they're Marco Rubio's balls and Mike Johnson balls, and they just go doom, 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 doom all day long because they do not have them. He has them in his desk.
Sure that soccer fans from all around the world are properly vetted and able to come to the United States next summer easily. Before I took office, it would often take a year to get a travel visa, but because of the administration's hard work now...
And what would not? To get a tourist visa? Is that what he said? A tourist visa? It would not take a year to get a visa. You think it would take people a year to get in the country? Just to like come for a vacation? For a few days? Like a weekend? A week? That's not how... No. A year? For a tourist visa? Do you even... How... What?
In more than 80% of the world, think of that, the wait time for a visa is 60 days or less. Secretary Rubio's team at...
What the fuck is he talking about? Okay, so I looked it up, and if you were from any of these countries, there's a visa waiver program. So if you're staying for less than 90 days, which I'm assuming anybody coming for the fucking World Cup will be staying for less than 90 days, there's a long list of countries that can just have they don't even need a visa. It gets waived. So unless you're from one of the other countries not listed here, you would need to get a visa, but it still does not take that long. Like, if it took a year to get a visa, a tourist visa, people would not come. People would never have come. Like, what would be the point? Okay, puppy killer Kristi Noem. She's on it again. She literally was in the news like this past weekend for embezzling like millions of dollars into like somebody that worked for her, something like that, and that she's connected to the company. I don't remember exactly, but it was like a lot of money. It was like millions of dollars that was spent on the campaign. I don't remember how much was funneled. Oh, we don't know exactly how much was funneled to, But it's, who knows how much she actually spent on her fucking ad campaign, fucking playing dress up. Jesus.
With our cities to make sure that security needs are met. We put out, every department has been working, but the Department of Homeland Security is working on making sure people can travel here safely. They know that they're welcome to the United
The fuck you have, Christy? The fuck you have? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, that's not true. That's actually not true. You have not. You've been doing quite the opposite. We see it all the time on social. Every time we open up social media, most of us see fucking ICE terrorizing people on the streets just for existing.
United States, that each of these events will be cooperative events with our cities to make sure that security needs are met. We put out,
which means that ICE will be crawling all over that bitch like fucking ants on a fucking hail, bitch.
over $600 million worth of grants to the 11 host cities that they'll have the advantage to partner on technologies and screening technologies, drone technology, counter UAS as well will be implemented. So every...
Jesus Christ, what for? What? There is security, a lot of security precautions put in place for like big events like these in other countries, but like I've seen videos people post online about how they need it, like forgot that they need like a clear bag to get into the concert venue. Honey, that's not normal. That's not normal. I need you to know that's not normal. That doesn't happen. Been to many concerts, many hockey games, many like big stadium events, big events in person. Like that's not normal. No. I saw a video recently and it was like somebody said they're always looking for the snipers when they're at big events. And I was like, what? Whoa, what? Snipers? That's okay. You guys need help.
Every department has been working, but the Department of Homeland Security is working on making sure people can travel here safely. They know that they're welcome to the United States, that each of these events...
No, the fuck we don't. No, the fuck we do not. No, the fuck we don't. You puppy killing bitch. Fuck you. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, nobody knows that it's safe. We don't know that. We don't feel that. We're actually like... Most of us are telling you the complete opposite because tourism is down pretty much all around. Oh, God. This bitch never shuts the fuck up.
Also with Marco's leadership at the State Department, making sure that people that come in on these tourist visas are coming in thoroughly vetted, just like anyone who would travel here, and they would come and enjoy our country, and then they would go home. And go home in a timely manner. So we're excited about that, and we're excited to partner with...
Excited about that, and we're excited to partner. And fuck you, Christy. What the fuck? Like, what is this obsession? I don't understand. Like, what? Why are you people so scared of people from different countries? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Is it because you know that you're like one of the dumbest countries in the Western world, and that means that if people start immigrating there, maybe like people might get smarter? Something to think about.
To you, Mr. President, on creating memories for people around the world that will make them not just fall in love with the United States, but also fall in love with the sport of soccer.
You look like a Muppet. Fuck you. I swear to God, one of these days the press is going to come over the fucking desk with the camera and Stephen Miller is going to be there and he has his ass up, whoever the fuck, his ass. Stephen Miller is going to be behind the fucking camera and he has his arm up everybody's fucking ass, just telling them what the fuck, like, this is them, Muppets, like Jim Henson style, bitch. That is Stephen Miller behind the desk with his hands up everybody's fucking ass, telling them what to say and when to say it. The fuck?
Well, thank you. How many games are there, Johnny?
Also with Marco's leadership at the State Department.
Marco don't do shit. Fuck Marco. I can't stand this motherfucker.
Watching, and it really is. It's like having, many Super Bowls. Actually, each game is almost a Super Bowl. Some of them are, I guess you could.
Each game is a Super Bowl. We're having so many Super Bowls. It's almost like they're all Super Bowls. Yeah. I don't know anything about sports, but it's like that, yeah? What is a Super Bowl? Can I pee in it? What? Sorry.
Say bigger than Super Bowls, I guess, when you get to the...
Who is the bowl for me? Am I going to have the cup? The cup is mine, yes? No, fat ass.
Finals, it's of that level or more. Much more. Worldwide, I think it's got to be more. So...
I guess when you get to the finals, it's of that level or more. What is the Super Bowl? What is the Super Bowl? Like, what is that? Is it the beginning of something? Is it the fine? Is it the final game?
That's great. When Johnny and I made the deal, I never thought I was going to be president because I was supposed to be retired by that time. And I got a little lucky. So,
No! Well, I guess, yeah, you did get lucky. We got all fucking unlucky because old motherfuckers like you, with your crypt keeper hands, hold on to fucking power until the fucking light goes off in your fucking mind. Well, the lights are on, but ain't nobody fucking shopping. That's what I should have said. Till nobody's fucking shopping up there. God. It's like, what's that motherfucker from Lord of the Rings? Gollum? That is every single old ass bitch in Congress and in politics right now because they're sitting there. They have their power. Like, they're like, my precious. That's.
Help the president's always news. Your voice sounds a little rough. Are you feeling all right?
I feel great. I was shouting at people because they were stupid about something having to do with trade in a country, and I straightened it out. But I blew my stack at these people.
Interesting choice of words. Who'd you blow? Sorry, wait. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Who'd you blow? Bubba? Don't say blow. Blew. You blew. Who'd you blew? Anyways. Could you imagine if any other president in the history of fucking presidents was like, I was shouting at people because they were stupid? Having something to do with trade in a country. I don't know. I blew my stack at them. At these people. Could you imagine? Fox News went on a stage 5 meltdown. 5 alarm fires over Obama wearing a tanned suit.
Well, it sounds like there's a follow-up there, but can I ask you about Venezuela? You suggested...
Sounds as the what?
It sounds like there's a follow-up there, but can I ask you about
I
Venezuela?
thought you said there was a polyp, and I said, I
Okay, Grandma. Okay, Grandma. What? Yeah, maybe you need a hearing aid.
A decision about what you want to do next about Venezuela. I understand you don't want to tip your hand. Is there anything you're ready to rule out at this point? Are you ruling out U.S. troops on the ground?
No, I don't rule out that. I don't rule out anything. We just have to take care of Venezuela. They dumped hundreds of thousands of people into our country from prisons. Nobody knows better than this young lady right here. She's done an incredible job with Tom.
Young lady? She's almost 60. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. The puppy killer? Fuck that. Anyways, hundreds of thousands of people into our country from... No, they have not. Nobody has ever dumped hundreds of thousands of people into your country from prisons. The only time I've ever heard of people dumping people from prisons into your country was Cuba, and you welcomed them with open arms because you were trying to sell a lie to the Cuban people. And it did work quite a bit, but not entirely. But you fucked up there. But you wanted them. You took them and you let them free. That was your choice.
Home and all of your people have been amazing. You know, we have a tight border right now. Nobody comes in.
Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to. Fuck that.
Up on Venezuela. In these talks with Maduro, is there any...
Multiple January 6ers, which he pardoned like all of them, have like gone on to commit violent crimes, domestic abuse, molestation, rape, like whole 9 yards. Like these people were like unhinged, and he's just like, oh yeah, whatever.
Thing that he could say or do that would allow you to feel like he could stay with your support? Is there anything that he could say that you would be, okay, you can stay with your...
It's hard to say that. You know, the question's a little bit tricky. I don't think it was meant to be tricky. It's just that, look, he's done tremendous damage to our country, primarily because of drugs, but really because we have that problem with other countries too. But more than any other country, the release of prisoners into our country has been a disaster. He's emptied his jails. Others have done that also.
Nope. That's a lie. Just a lie. That just never happened. Just didn't happen. Certainly didn't happen in the past year. Certainly didn't happen in the past 8. Since you started campaigning for president the first time. So, what the fuck are you talking about? And Nicolas Maduro? Yeah, he's a dictator. So are you. The only reason you don't like him is he's a dictator and not in the way that you like it. Like, fuck you. You bend the knee to dictators. So this whole issue with fucking Maduro is bullshit, and it has been from the start. And you've murdered more than like 80 people for no fucking reason other than the fact that you want to fucking pillage the fucking country for fucking oil and natural resources, like the fucking piece of shit that you are and then America is, because that's all you've done for the past 45 fucking years.
At a certain period of time, I'll be talking to him.
Mr. President,
Fuck this bitch. I fucking hate him.
And the World Cup. The new mayor-elect of Seattle is a Democratic Socialist. Seattle has...
Or beyond. I watched her.
Right, Seattle has
that's more than socialism.
Right, Seattle has 6 World Cup games. How close are you going to be watching that city with the crime in that city?
Well, if we think, and I'll have to speak to...
What crime? Seattle? Seattle, Washington? Do these people live in real life? Like... Please, I implore you to go look up the top 10 states with the highest crime rates. And then go look at the voting records of those states. I assure you, 9 out of 10 of them, at least, would be red states.
To Johnny about this, but if we think that the mayor of LA is incompetent, everybody knows that. You know, that I was there, I guess, 2...
What? Wait, I thought we were talking about Katie Wilson. Wait a minute, how did we get here? Wait. Okay, come back to Earth, Grandma.
Watching that city with the crime in that city.
Well, if we think, and I'll
Who fucking asked that question? You dipshit. The fuck?
have to speak to Johnny about this, but if we think that the mayor of LA is incompetent, everybody knows that. You know,
Everybody knows that. No, nobody fucking knows that, you asshole. We all know you're incompetent. Most people know you probably can't read. Most people can tell that you're probably demented. Most people can know that you wear diapers. You shit yourself all the time. Most people know that you look like shit. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No, most people can tell that that ballroom that you're building looks like shit. And it's abhorrent that you would even dare to do so when your country is in such times of economic struggle, when you're cutting SNAP benefits. Like, you are just a piece of shit all around.
That I was there, I guess, 2 years ago, and we got all the federal permits taken care of, far more complex than the state permits and the city permits. And Lee Zeldin, who's a superstar, got everything taken care of. The toughest part, having to do with the fires, that should have never happened. If they let the water come in, it wouldn't have happened, right? Do you know that people aren't building their houses yet? I mean, can you imagine that? And if we didn't go in early on, Christy, I think we can say it. Well, the head of their police department said it. They were unable to handle. You would have had, not only did you have the fires, but you would have had total insurrection in Los Angeles. And if we didn't go in, and the head of, the gentleman, he said it, and he said it strongly. He said we could not have done it without the federal government. We did a great job.
The man.
If we think there's going to be a sign of any trouble, I would ask Johnny to move that to a different city. We have a lot of cities that would love to have it, number one, and we'll do it very safely. So
A lot of cities that don't have the capacity. Just saying. I'll let him
if
finish.
we think there's a problem in Seattle where you have a very, very liberal/communist mayor, I would say, it's certainly beyond just liberal. I watched her over the weekend. Wow, that's another beauty we got there. But if we think there's going to be a problem, Johnny, can I say we will move? I don't think you're going to have this problem, but we're going to move the event to some place where it's going to be appreciated and safe.
Yeah, well, I think safety and security is the number one priority.
So you'll be fine in Seattle. Like, what the fuck? I'm speechless because what did he just say? What the fuck? Okay, so if you're ever dealing with somebody with dementia, a lot of times you'll be talking to them and it's like one idea and then it's half thought out and then it goes to another idea and another idea and it just keeps on going like to different ideas. It's called a flight of ideas. That's what you just witnessed. Because what the fuck? Talking about the mayor of Seattle, and then all of a sudden he's like, well, if we think that the mayor of LA is incompetent, everybody knows that. What? Nobody knows that, first of all. Second of all, we're talking about Katie Wilson. Third of all, what the fuck? If they let the water come in, when? Like, you can't just say things as if everybody knows what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I can, like, surmise what he's talking about. I know. But, like, you're, like, this is nonsense. You can't talk in shorthand at a press briefing as the president. Like, oh, everybody knows. Oh, yeah, the mayor of LA. Everybody knows that she's incompetent. Or not even a she. Everybody knows the mayor of LA is incompetent. Not a name, not a pronoun. If they let the water, who's they? The water come in, that wouldn't have happened. If we, his name is Gianni, and he was calling him Johnny. Oh, wow. Wasn't he? Anyways, if they let the water come in, that wouldn't have happened. I think they left a part out, but. And he started talking about. Can you imagine people aren't building houses here? Like. What are you talking about? Like, what? What? None of these thoughts were fully thought out. And, like, could you hear some, like, if I felt like I heard Christy Nome in the background going, like, not, no. You're demented. Like, I don't understand this. Can we, dude. The Zodiac Killer strikes again. I'm just kidding. There's a report that Ted Cruz is laying the groundwork for the 2028 presidential run. Blah. Gross. Absolutely the fuck not. Are you fucking stupid? Do you honestly think that Tucker Carlson interview went well for you, Raphael? It didn't, you dipshit. Go back on your fucking vacation that you're constantly on whenever there's a fucking national emergency. Like, go. Leave the Senate. You actually don't need to be in it. Just because you can get donors does not mean you're going to get votes. I am like shocked every time you keep your fucking seat in the Senate. That's the Senate. Like, fuck you, Ted Cruz.
There was some news this morning from an Axios report that Senator Ted Cruz was laying the groundwork for a potential 2028 presidential run. Could I get your reaction to? Could you see yourself supporting Senator?
Well, he's a friend of mine. I mean, I haven't spoken to him about it. It's a little early.
Lion Ted is a friend of yours? Didn't you call his wife dog ugly or something? Like, it was ugly. I don't think it was dog ugly. But basically,
It's 3.25 years. It's a long time. But he's a very good guy. He's a very good friend of mine. You remember we had quite a campaign against Ted, and it worked out quite nicely. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we're in the other one. But I'm not that surprised to hear that.
God, he's an insufferable twat, isn't he? Like, Jesus, fuck. What? I can't. What? I haven't. He's like, oh yeah, he's a friend of mine. Lie. I campaigned against him, and I won. Ha ha. Like the little bitch he is. And then I don't even know what he said. I don't want to address it. Okay, sorry.
The numbers that we've taken in, if you talk about investments, is trillions, not with a B, not with an M, millions, but trillions of dollars.
Yeah, unlike you, we have hearing. We have full function of our senses, most of us. And if we don't, we go to the doctor and ask for a hearing aid or a sight aid. Your motherfucking ass is too far, well, your head is too far up your fucking ass to actually get some fucking help. Because if you were getting help, you would not be doing this. You would not be president of the United States and a demented fool. That's crazy.
I can't imagine having to give that money back on something that we're allowed to do. And the one.
Well, imagine it, because the Supreme Court is not looking like they're about to side with you. Even the fucking handmaiden, Amy Coney Barrett, her bitch ass is like skeptical of the fucking terrorists and your fucking ability to fucking place them. And we all, like, you can't imagine it? Imagine it, bitch. And
Ones that are fighting us are countries, largely, they're back in countries that have been ripping us off for years, using tariffs to rip us off. And now we're able to defend ourselves. It really is a matter of national security, because economic security is national security. So,
no, it's not. No, it's not. Says the fuck who? You can't just say things and it's like gospel. No, it's not. No, it's not. Trade with other countries is not that's not national security. Like, the deal that you're getting on grapes is not the fucking, like, what are you talking about? Like,
I think you're going to see another thing happening. I think you'll see food prices. They've come down very substantially since Biden.
where, bitch? Where? Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the receipts. Where is it? Where are the cheap products? Where are the cheap food? Where is this, like, reduction of cost that you're keep on talking about? You can't just keep on saying it till people believe it, because they see with their eyes and feel with their wallets that that's not fucking happening, dipshit. Fuck you. I hate this bitch. God, he looks like fucking shit, doesn't he? Oh my God. Okay. I want to be like, Donald Trump has rolled out the red carpet for Vladimir Putin. He has invited into the White House former members of Al Qaeda. He has set up deals with the Saudis. He's talking about another one here, and a lot of countries that you have had conflict with in the past. And he has treated my country, Canada, like absolute fucking shit. And you people have the nerve. I'm not going to say you people, but there's a lot of Republicans in Maine and Vermont who still haven't woke up and smelt the fucking coffee that the way that they vote is the reason that we're not coming anymore. You've placed so many different fucking tariffs on everything that outside of the Kuzma agreement has been fucking, like, you've tariffed us so fucking much. You've been threatening to invade us. You've been talking about making us the 51st state, annexing us. Like, all of this bullshit, like making fun of our leaders, getting butthurt over a fucking ad that wasn't even like a smear ad. It was literally just playing the words of an old president, like. And you had to have a tempered fucking tantrum, like the little whiny bitch boy baby that you are. Like, we have fought wars together. We have been your strongest ally for centuries, over a century. You treat us like shit and roll out the carpet for dictators, terrorists, murderous bitch ass leaders of foreign nations, and you can't even try to have a civil relationship with your closest neighbor and ally. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, are you planning to sell F-35s to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
And also, are you looking at doing a similar security agreement like you did with Qatar?
Yeah, no, I am planning on doing that, yeah.
You're gonna
They
sell
want to
the
buy,
F-35s?
they've been a great ally. They've got to like us very much. Look at the Iran situation, what we did.
Zoran Mamdani is going to be a jihadist, Sharia lawist. He's a jihadist. He is a terrorist, cell, Muslim, mayor. He's going to blah, blah, blah. Hold on one sec. I'm going to go sell F-35s to the Saudis. Words mean nothing. Words mean nothing to these people. And the only time that they mean anything is when they're using them for their benefit. Because what the actual fuck?
In terms of obliterating, we obliterated their nuclear capability. Yeah, I will say that we will be doing that.
You're hosting
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Good comment here. Saudi Arabia, 15 out of 19 hijackers. Khashoggi Khashoggi murdered. That not a good time to mess up. Bombing children in Yemen. Absolutely true, Peter, a patriot. And Trump's solution, give them F-35s. Can't have a Muslim mayor in NYC, but sure, let's sell them fighter jets. Republicans have no values whatsoever. Somebody says, Austin, they won't need to hijack the planes next time they do a 9/11. His words, not mine. America's such a joke. America's such a joke. America's such a joke. Because, like, I've spent my whole life being like, the military-industrial complex in America is often just a lie. They're being propagandized and lied to. And the CIA is a lie and just a terrorist organization. And I spent most of my life feeling that way. And there's been a barrage of propaganda, anti-terror, and for war propaganda. And you just keep on proving that I'm right. Like,
You posted on Truth Social last night. You urged House Republicans to vote in favor of this Epstein release bill they're going to vote on tomorrow. I just want to be super clear on your position. Do you want to see that pass the Senate? Would you sign that bill if it gets to your desk?
I do want to. Here's what I want. We have nothing to do with Epstein. The Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats.
Right.
You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton, they went to his island all the time, and many others. They're all Democrats.
Your name was mentioned more than both of those people in all of the emails that were just released by the Epstein estate through the Oversight Committee. Your name was the second most mentioned out of anybody, right after Epstein. The second most mentioned. Yours was the second most mentioned in the flight logs, I believe. Every bit of information that we've gotten from Epstein, the Epstein estate, Epstein emails, and the small amount of files that we got, flight logs that we've gotten, you have been all over every single inch of that shit. So don't try this bullshit with me. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's fucking raining, bitch. And you cannot keep on fucking lying about everything. You cannot keep on telling people the economy is great when it's not. You can't keep on telling people that the Epstein thing is a hoax and that it's all Democrats, and then not release it. Why would you not release it if it's all Democrats? That would be good for you. That doesn't make any fucking sense, dipshit. So, like, you can't keep on telling people things are one way when we know and see with our own eyes that they're another. Like, fuck that. Like, what? American people are not blind. They may be dumb, but they're not blind. Like,
All I want is for people to recognize the great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability, because we brought prices way down, but they're going way lower.
it's like, what's that abbreviate? DARVO. Deny, attack, reverse, victimize, offend, or something like that. The psychological studies that need to be done on this man. God, that'll be interesting to read when I'm 60, if the world lasts that long.
On energy, on ending 8 wars, and another one coming pretty soon.
Oh my God. He hasn't solved any single war. He's not solved a single war. Not one. Zero. I
believe. We've done a great job. And I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done.
He is such a fucking idiot. He cannot, like, oh my God, he is so stupid. He is so not self-aware. It is so, like, you would hate for the Epstein files to deflect from what the good job you're doing. Bitch, you're literally deflecting from the Epstein files right now with the good job that you're like with the good job that you're supposedly doing that you're not. Like, don't talk to me about deflecting when you're in the middle of doing it. Fuck you. Like, you are so stupid. This is fucking rich.
Like with the Kennedy situation, with the Martin Luther King situation, not to put Jeffrey Epstein in the same category, but no matter what we give, it's never enough. You know, with Kennedy, we gave everything and it wasn't enough.
Nobody wanted that. And we were like, okay, fine, give the Epstein files. We asked for the Epstein files and you were like, okay, JFK. And we were like, no, but no.
With Martin Luther King, we gave everything and it's never.
A lot of people asked you not to give those out. Like, maybe the small part of your base did ask to give you those like a while ago. But even the family members of Martin Luther King came out and said, please do not release those. We do not want our father's life like drudged up again. Like, this is not our father should not be, our father's death should not be fodder for like the American conspiratorial bitches on the fucking right. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Never enough. We've already given, I believe the number is 50,000 pages. 50,000 pages. And it's just a Russia.
Given to who? To who? No, because no, you haven't.
Russia hoax as it pertains to the Republicans. Now,
oh my God. Are you really going to pull this bullshit? First it's a Democrat hoax. Now it's a Russia hoax. But like, really? Really? Really?
I believe that many of the people some of the people that we mentioned are being looked at very seriously for their relationship to Jeffrey Epstein. But they were with him all the time. I wasn't. I wasn't at all.
Motherfucker, you were friends with him for over a decade. We just got fucking confirmation that you were friends with him way past the time that you said you were. So you were already friends with him for a decade in like the 90s. And you said that you broke up with him in like what, the early 2000s? We just got confirmation like last week, motherfucker, that you had Thanksgiving with him in your first term. That you were with him in like 2019. Like, fuck you. Like, you're a lying ass bitch.
And we'll see what happens. What I just don't, unfortunately, like with...
I hate this motherfucker. Well, obviously, but like, Jesus fucking Christ. He used to be able to spin something good at least. Like, this is fucking bullshit. What is this? Like, dementia story hour at the fucking White House? Like, what?
Epstein to do is detract from the great success of the Republican Party, including the fact that the Democrats are totally blamed for the shutdown. You know, they cost our country hundreds of billions of dollars with that, at a lot of inconvenience. So I'm for I don't, they can do whatever they want. We'll give them everything. Sure I would. Let the Senate look at it. Let anybody look at it. But don't talk about it too much because, honestly, I don't want to take it away from us. It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax.
What about Steve Bannon? Steve Bannon was all up in those fucking emails, you fat ass. What the fuck are you talking about? Your name was mentioned the second most after Epstein. And then right up after you guys is fucking Steve Bannon is right up there. So fuck out. Like, fuck off. Like, what?
I don't want to take it away from really the greatness of what the Republican Party has accomplished over the last period of time. Yeah,
bullshit, motherfucker. You haven't achieved anything other than strife and, like, violence and, like, revolt. Like,
of FIFA and possibly moving to another city, some games if you feel it's crime. Is there like a timeline that you would do that? Because these cities, there's sponsorships, there's economic impact for these communities.
Sure.
Is there?
Well, the governors are going to have to behave. The mayors are going to have to behave. In the case of California, you have a problem.
Oh, if they're not nice to you, are you going to take away their toys? Oh. What are you, a toddler? Like, they're gonna have to behave. They can't be meanies. They can't be meanies. Oh, we can't let the blue cities have the games if they're mean. Fuck you, you chicken shit motherfucker. What is wrong with you?
You have high crime, and you have a place that just suffered great fires and everything else, and they didn't do a very good job. And if we didn't go in from the crime standpoint, you would have had a disaster. It was not going to be handled properly.
The fuck are you talking about? Literally nobody fucking wanted you there. Like,
it wasn't able to be.
The economic...
Gotti is such a fucking lying ass fucking felon. Con man. This is just like, how do you even say this? Like, there's so many different pictures of you with him. You were in the flight logs. Like,
enough. We've already given, I believe the number is 50,000 pages. 50,000 pages.
No, you haven't.
And it's just a Russia hoax as it pertains to the Republicans. Now, I believe that some of the people that we mentioned are being looked at very seriously for their relationship to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, you.
But they were with him all the time. I wasn't at all. And we'll see what happens. What I just don't want...
God, he's such an idiot. What the fuck? This is so easily provably false. Like, what are you talking about? Like, there's so many different pictures of him, you with him. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God. He was only mentioned over 1,000 times. Epstein, hardly knew him. 1,000 more times than Clinton. Like 1,500 times more than Larry Summers. 1,500 times more than Kathy Rumler. This motherfucker is so fucking stupid. Like, you can't even come up with a good spin or a good lie or a good, like, something to make you look better. That's so... Nobody believes you, dummy. You can't just rewrite history, what we all know to be true. The story for years that the right-wingers have been coping with is that you are this golden person that came into his life and got rid of him, exiled him from Palm Bay, like Mar-a-Lago, and you were such a good man that you stopped being friends with him after being friends with him for 15 years. And there's no way that you could have never known that he was doing all of these things in the 15 years that you were with him. But after you found out, after 15 years, then you did the right thing by not telling the police or not turning him in. Then you started being friends with him. And now he's just trying, and like, that's what they've been coping with this whole fucking time. The rest of us are like, okay, well, obviously he fucking knew. He's guilty as fuck. He's in the fucking, like, pedophile ring. Like, there's no if, and, or but. Like, no, there's no doubt about it. Fuck him. He's guilty as fucking sin.
Sorry. I love Los Angeles. If they want help during this, I would love to send in National Guard or whoever's necessary.
Nobody wants military on the street. Nobody wants to look out and see people in fucking Kevlar and fatigues with assault rifles. People don't want to see that, whether it's ICE or the National Guard. People do not want to feel like they're living in martial law. That is not how people feel safe. That is not the measure of a safe society, having military in the streets. That's actually quite the opposite. And what you are doing is not helping at all.
To help them. I want it to be great. I'd love it to be in Los Angeles. I love the place. It's a natural for Los Angeles. If we think there's going to be crime, if we are obstructed by the governor, and maybe he won't obstruct, maybe it'll be great. But I'd love him for him to call and say, we'd like to have some extra help, because
the fuck, he doesn't fucking need it. There's like over 30 million people in LA. I'm pretty sure they probably have enough people. I'm pretty sure they can find some people. Like, they do not need the National Guard to come in. Fucking Gravy SEALs come in, like Gravy SEAL Team 6. Like, fuck those motherfuckers. Nobody fucking wants the National Guards on the streets of their fucking cities. That is not how people want to live. You are so out of touch.
Right now. But if we go in, there will be no problem. There will be no crime.
What's the message then to like local businesses who are considering sponsoring this?
Tell your governor to ask for federal help. We'd love.
What? Like, what does that have to do with what? This is insane. This is insane. You can't, like, this is insane. What the fuck?
Are you planning on also potentially launching strikes in Mexico or putting American troops or American personnel into Mexico to deal with it?
Would I launch strikes in Mexico to stop drugs? It's okay with me.
Who the fuck asked that? Why did you stop? Don't give him ideas, you fuckhead. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's not a. No.
Me?
What? You can't just bomb another fucking country. Like, that's not how things work. You cannot just bomb fishermen in boats the size of a fucking tiny little car in the Caribbean. You can't just do that. You can't just bomb people all willy-nilly. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, oh my God.
Whatever we have to do to stop drugs. Mexico is. Look, I looked at Mexico City over the weekend. There's some big problems over there. If we had to, would we do that?
Could you imagine if could you imagine if Mark Carney came out and started talking about your country like this? Could you imagine if Claudia Sheinbaum came out and started talking about your country like this? I wouldn't mind. It'd be okay with me to bomb them, to bomb their citizens, to not give them due process. We can just bomb them. Oh, Trump is. Oh yeah, we looked at what's going on in America, in Portland over the weekend. We saw what's going on at the ICE facilities. We're gonna probably have to bomb them. What? That's not how things work. You can't just say, and it would be like a 5-alarm fire. You guys would lose your fucking minds the second anybody would start to even think about talking about your country like that. But it is so, like, everybody else's country and their sovereignty and their people are meaningless to you. The rights of other nations are meaningless to you. And it has been evident with America for a long time. It's not just Donald Trump, because for decades you have been bombing countries because you don't like the way that they're run. You have been overturning governments through the CIA, backing coups, backing terrorist groups, because you want to decide how a country that you have nothing to do with is run, so you can exploit it and rape it for its natural resources.
What we've done to the waterways. There's almost no drugs coming in through our waterways anymore. Isn't it down like 85%?
It is, sir.
So why would you need to bomb? If it's down 85%, then why would you need to bomb them? Like, what? On their soil? I'm pretty sure that they can fucking take care of it. Like, that's not how things work. You don't have sovereignty over whatever land you can think of. Like, that's not... Oh my God. We actually have our own judicial systems and our own court systems. And if you want to fucking help with those things, maybe you can contact the leadership of these countries and fund it through the correct channels. Like, that's not... You don't get to dictate how every other country is ran. That's not how it works. You don't get to dictate how every city is ran. That's not how it works. Because there is certain rights that cities have. There are certain rights that nations have. Nations have a lot more rights. And you stomp all over them like it's your fucking day job. What the fuck is your problem?
I don't know who the 15% would be. It wouldn't be you.
No, that's for sure.
Just a bunch of sick fans. Like, this is fucking crazy. He's talking about bombing another country. Like, Jesus Christ.
And we're losing hundreds of thousands of people to drugs. So now we've stopped the waterways, but we know every route. We know every route. We know the addresses of every drug lord. We know.
So, you know the address of every drug lord? I don't believe you. First of all. Second of all, why on earth would you need to bomb them if you have their addresses, dipshit? What are you talking about? Like, you do not need... He said strikes. Military strike. What I like, strikes in Mexico. Yes. I'm sorry, I just had to make sure. Like, this is insane. If you know their addresses, why the fuck? Like, oh my God.
We know their address. We know their front door. We know everything about every one of them. They're killing our people. That's like a war. Would I do it? I'd be proud to. I'd probably go into Congress and say, hey, and you know what? The Democrats and the Republicans would both agree. Unless they're crazy.
Nobody would fucking agree to what the fuck you're saying. Like, no.
And they are a little crazy on the Democrat side. But
everybody in almost every single Republican, except for the crazy evangelicals, are saying that they want America first. Not Israel first. Not this country, that country, this country. Not invading whatever the fuck. They want you to pay attention to them. Not, like, and even the Democrats are not going to, like, most of the Democratic base is opposed to all the missile strikes that you've done in the Caribbean against innocent people, fishermen in tiny little boats that would never even could not fit enough, like, fuel on them to even reach America. So, like, fuck you. Or have enough drugs on them to kill a considerable amount of people. That is not, like, you're just bombing people. You're just killing people for no reason. Like, that's, like, you want to be Obama so bad.
I've been speaking to Mexico.
Like, the fuck you have. If you've been speaking to Mexico, then you would not be talking about fucking doing, like, launching strikes on them. I'm pretty sure Shine Mom is not okay with that. The fuck? You have no respect for a nation's sovereignty. Fuck you. Okay, last one.
How they get their things here, how they get the drugs here, fentanyl, cocaine. Colombia has cocaine factories where they make cocaine. Would I knock out those factories?
Okay. Oh my God. If it's based on the same amount of intelligence that you have on all of these fishing boats in the Caribbean that are supposedly bringing drugs to a country that they would not even be able to reach in that boat, like, then you need to stop. Like, shut the fuck up. You're a lying ass bitch. Fuck you. I don't trust your information for fucking shit. And you should not be fucking... Oh my God. Knock out those factories. I would be proud to do it. threatens strikes in Colombia as well. You cannot just bomb he's talking about factories that make drugs. Do you know how fucking dangerous that is? Not only for the people, obviously it's really dangerous for the people inside making stuff, but just blowing up a drug den is not safe for any of the people around it. Like, what if I don't believe he's going to do this, and I don't understand why that fucking bitch ass reporter even said anything about it. But the casualties related to these attacks, and that's what they are, attacks. I am so tired of the bullshit. If a organization, or if a foreign government or organization attacks the USA, they're immediately listed as a terrorist organization, a terrorist nation led by terrorists. When America attacks countries all over the world in every single presidency, Obama broke the record for the amount of drone strikes done by a sitting president. He broke the record, only to be broken by Donald Trump after him in Donald Trump 1.0, when he increased drone strikes from Obama by 431%. You can look that up. He increased drone strikes after Obama left office by 431%. That was a big part of his legacy the first time, is that he increased all of the amount of drone strikes by 431%. And if you have ever heard criticisms of Obama for all the drone strikes that he's done, he's a war criminal, in my personal opinion. This motherfucker did it 4 times as much. Like, this is insane.
I would be proud to do it personally. I didn't say I'm doing it, but I would be proud to do it because
I don't understand how these people can talk about life as if it's like so meaningless. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm so tired of like people being treated like ants that can just be squashed under your fucking shoe because you are a bully and a fucking fascist, dictator, authoritarian, bitch ass fucking regime. And honestly, the buck does not stop with this motherfucker. You guys have been doing it in almost every single presidency for the past, 60 to 70 years? This is bullshit. You need to, this needs to stop. When this shit is over and this motherfucker gets out of the fucking presidency, or even now, someone needs to stop this. You need to stop dictating how other countries can exist. It has nothing to do with you. People's sovereignty has nothing to do with you. People's nations, how they run, what political parties they vote for, have nothing to do with you. Worry about yourselves. Jesus fucking Christ, it's so fucking frustrating. Jesus. Oh. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Keep your eyes open, because this bullshit is so fucking stupid. You can't believe a word this bitch says.
Nays are 427. The nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative. The rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Okay, so the House has approved the bill to release the Epstein files almost unanimously, 427 to 1. So all of those Republican holdout votes who didn't want to vote on the resolution to even put it up to a vote to release the Epstein files, every single one of them, well, except for one, fell in line and voted to release the Epstein files, 427 to 1. The one holdout was this motherfucker, Clay Higgins. Clay Higgins was the only Republican to vote against the Epstein files release, and here's what he said. the only lawmaker to vote against a bipartisan bill to force the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files defended his opposition on Tuesday, saying the legislation was written in such a way that it might harm innocent people. Not true. The harm is that you were friends with a registered sex offender, I think you deserve to have that information put out. Like, you were friends with Jeffrey Epstein in 2019, Larry Summers? Excuse me? Huh? What? Peter Thiel, you did business with him for years after he was a registered sex offender? Nobody Googled him. Nobody talked about the fact that he had been to prison. For a very short amount of time, mind you, and then he went on house arrest and got like work furlough. Sure. But still, if somebody is a registered sex offender, it's something I would like to know about. And if it's not around your, what do you do? What everybody in that circle needs to be looked at with a second glance, because what the fuck? So he says it abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America. Bitch, so does a fucking international sex trafficking ring with all of the elite people, like multiple presidents wrapped up in it. Some of the richest people in the world wrapped up in it. Like some of the biggest names in Hollywood wrapped up in it. That's not a prince, a former prince now, a prince who had his title stripped because of this. Like multiple former prime ministers of Israel, multiple presidents of the USA. That is abandoning every criminal justice procedure in America. The fact that Jeffrey Epstein most likely has blackmail or had blackmail on so many different elite people in and world leaders and in elite circles, in rich circles. He had cameras and bugs everywhere. His entire home was bugged. Like he had whoa, sorry, my thing fell. He had blackmail on fucking everybody. He had to have. So it doesn't make sense. And if he's now, all of these emails are coming out, leaked from Ehud Barak, showing that Jeffrey Epstein was a major part in some Israeli surveillance deals and intelligence deals with multiple countries. So pretty much confirmed now that this motherfucker was Israeli intelligence. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. And now we also know that he had cameras everywhere. All of his places were bugged. Do you really think he wouldn't keep blackmail on everybody in his circle? We're seeing emails coming out from Jeffrey Epstein's brother emailing him about Putin having pictures of Donald Trump blowing Bubba, which Mark Epstein came out to say, you guys got the wrong Bubba. He did not come out to say that never happened. Trump did not blow anybody. He came out to say you got the wrong Bubba. He wasn't blowing Bill Clinton. Apparently, there's a nepo baby fucking guy from Texas that goes by Bubba or something. Okay, witnesses, people who provided alibis. People who provided alibis need to be looked at with a second glance. That's what? No. Family members, if they knew, if you know about an international sex trafficking ring and you don't tell the police, I think you're kind of guilty by omission. International pedophilia sex trafficking ring. Young girls, dude. Some as young as 13, 14. He wrote on Twitter after casting his vote against the bill, well, fuck you, dude. While other Republicans had voiced similar concerns about the measure, including House Speaker Mike Johnson, Higgins' decision to formally vote against it represented a remarkable break from the rest of the House, which passed the measure 427-1. Senate Republican leader John Thune said soon after that he expects his chamber to take the measure up fairly quickly, perhaps even later Tuesday. And Trump has indicated he would sign it into law. Well, he has to, pretty much at this point, because in order to get override his veto power for this bill, they would need more than 2/3 of the House, and they got way more than 2/3 of the House. He has no power here. Like, he doesn't even have a choice now. So he was signed into law, so he has to. But Higgins, a member of the House Oversight Committee from Louisiana, noted that panel's thorough Epstein probe, and indicated he would only support the House bill if it came back with changes from the Senate. God. If the Senate amends the bill to properly address the privacy of victims and other Americans, you don't mean victims, because the victims, the victims are properly protected in this bill. All their names are going to be redacted. All their information is going to be redacted. So you're just lying. And other Americans who are, this is what he's worried about. Other Americans who are named but not criminally implicated. He most likely has some donors or somebody that he knows, some rich fuck that was all up in fucking Epstein's fucking business, whether it was like friendship or business or whatever. Then I will vote for that bill when it comes back to the House. Bullshit, I say. Higgins said. If you don't care about pedophilia now, why do I think you're going to care about it later? Like, this should be a big deal to you, dipshit. That does not appear likely. While Johnson said that he had spoken with Thune about amending the bill after it passes in the House so that it better protects survivors, Thune indicated that his chamber was unlikely to make changes. I think when a bill comes out of the House 427-1 and the president has said he's going to sign it, I'm not sure that amending it is in the cards, Thune said. Higgins told CNN last week that he planned to vote against the bill even as the tide turned and more Republicans said they would back it. He said that Trump didn't have a good relationship with My God, these people are delusion. This is like cult level delusion. Like, MAGA is a cult. He didn't have a good relationship with Epstein and denied that the president was trying to kill the bill. It's not the White House and the president. It's people that stand for long-standing criminal justice procedures that this bill does not observe. If you support... the majority of the country is in favor of this bill. So that's just not true. So, my God. This bill does not observe. If you support 200 years of criminal justice precedent on how this type of investigation moves forward, then you support what we're doing in the Oversight Committee, not what's being pushed in this position, he said. I call bullshit, motherfucker. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. It's been, 6 years since Jeffrey Epstein was arrested the second time? The first time he was arrested in 2008? It's almost been 20 years? You've had all of this information for years. Some victims came. There were so many victims that came out in 2006 or 7 to the FBI against him, and they had so much information, and they chose to sit on it, not use it, not release it. And now it's like years and years later, Donald Trump ran his campaign on releasing these files. That was one of his campaign promises, and it's 10 months in. Where are they at? Where are they? It's been 6 years. Why the fuck do we have to keep on going with this fucking international pedophilia ring at the helm of everything? We should be able to know. people being compromised and protected because of a pedophilia, sex trafficking ring is not how 200 years of legal precedent has worked in this country. That's actually the opposite of how it's worked. Do you, like, every single law that is in place about these things was being broken by Jeffrey Epstein and his cohorts. He's such a piece of fucking shit. I can't stand these people. So, this is from Patriot Takes. Trump is concerned that Epstein victims are getting too much attention. I don't care whether when the Senate passes the House bill, whether tonight or at some other point in the near future. I just don't want Republicans to take their eyes off all of, sorry, Jesus. It's just a run-on mess. I get there's commas, but it's not enough. I just don't want Republicans to take their eyes off all of the great victories that we've had, including the great, big, beautiful bill. Closed borders. Am I having a stroke? Closed borders, no men in women's sports, or no transgender for everybody, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation. You say that, and then when we ask you about inflation, it's like, well, we still dealing with Biden. So you didn't stop. It's up. Biggest tax and regulation cuts in. Well, that's true. That's one of the truest things you ever said. Biggest tax and regulation cuts in history for billionaires and corporations. That's true. Stopping 8 wars, 0. Rebuilding our military. How do you rebuild the biggest military in the world? Like, being respected by every country in the world. That's the opposite of true. The only people that say they respect you are like trying to kiss up to you so you don't fuck them with tariffs. Having trillions of dollars invested in the USA. Like, I'm not going to go through all of this because it's all lies. Except for biggest tax and regulation cuts in history. That's true for billionaires and corporations. Having trillions of dollars invested in the USA, having created the hottest country anywhere in the world, and even delivering a huge defeat to the Democrats on the shutdown. Make America great again. Well, he did defeat the Democrats on the shutdown. Thanks, Chuck. All right, and then as soon as it got over to the Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House.
That when the Senate receives H.R. 4405, the Epstein Files Transparency Act from the House, the Senate proceed to its immediate consideration. The bill be considered read 3 times and passed with no intervening action or debate, and the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Is there an objection? Without objection, so ordered.
Isn't that the guy from The Incredibles? Not important.
Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House. I yield the floor.
All right. So the House has passed the bill. The Senate passed the bill. Now it just has to be signed by Trump. But there's one little issue here. Well, there's actually a few big issues here. There's 2 or 3 big issues here. One, we've already got reporting that from insiders at the FBI, DOJ, that they were redacting every reference of Trump and every reference of Republicans. Why do you think they've had it for 10 months and just been sitting on it? Because they've been carefully going through tens of thousands of files that, and it's not all, it's not just going to be tens of thousands of, what would it be called? Records of, massages and those types of things. It's going to be a lot of emails and a lot of, day-to-day bullshit, we got from the Oversight Dems just last week, I believe. It's just going to be, there's going to be so much information, and that's why it's taking them so long to go through, to redact all the information or get rid of all the information having to do with, most importantly, Trump, and then the Republicans most likely the ones who fund him and who suck up to him the most. And on top of that, Trump this past week, when he started to I think it was after Adelita Grijalva got sworn in, he was like, yeah, he started to realize that, like, you can't stop this. There's not going to be a way. And people are going to fucking revolt if you try to stop it, like, blatantly. So last week he said to a reporter that, like, he is going to start a new investigation on the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. They started a new investigation at the DOJ about the Jeffrey Epstein situation. Now, if there is an currently active DOJ case being tried that can be investigated and tried forever, then those files cannot be released because it's a matter of it would taint the case, and it would like evidence would get out of the investigation. Now they can just say there's an investigation going on, especially because Pamela Bondi at the DOJ is in his pocket. So just be wary of the fact that if we get them, they're most likely going to be, Trump's going to be redacted the fuck out of them, or they're going to come out and say, the DOJ has an active investigation. I'm sorry, Trump's going to say, I signed the bill, but the DOJ investigation, it's not up to me, even though it's completely up to him. And he's the one who ordered the investigation, and, like, he's the one, I don't think he came up with this, like, loophole wraparound thing, like, reach around thing, but I do think that he was the one who, like, okayed it when somebody brought it up to him, one of them Nazi fucks, like Stephen Miller or, like, Susie Wiles, who knows? Fuck all of them. So just keep that in mind, because we really don't know. We cannot trust anything coming out of this DOJ. You can't trust anything coming out of the Trump regime. So at this point in time, you really just, everything is still up in the air until we may never know. We may never get the files fully. Honestly, I hope to God we do. We should, but who knows? He was in charge the first time when Jeffrey Epstein was killed in jail, and now he's in charge the second time, and he has access to everything, and everybody around him is a sycophant. Like, from Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Stephen Miller, even J.D. Vance. Now everybody around him is just like, they have no spine, no balls. They're just puppets for him, little marionettes. So, oh my God. Have a good night, guys. Keep your eyes open. This is bullshit. Okay, so this DOJ dumbfuck, Lindsey Halligan, fucked up big time. So let's watch a report on it, and we'll go into who Lindsey Halligan even is, and some reporting from CNN on the case.
Welcome back. We have some breaking news from that motions hearing in the James Comey case. Let's get right to our MS Now legal affairs reporter, Fallon Gallagher, who was inside the courtroom. What did you hear, and what have we learned?
Yeah, Anna, the biggest headline today had nothing to do with the motion that was actually being considered by the judge. We learned some very important information about what happened with those grand jury proceedings that another judge, a magistrate judge, earlier this week said could amount to misconduct. So basically what we learned is that Lindsey Halligan went into that grand jury room and initially presented a 3-count indictment. We knew this. The grand jury said no true bill to one of those counts and only charged Comey with those 2 counts that they did agree to. Now we know that Lindsey Halligan never actually presented that new 2-count indictment to the grand jury. Instead, they reprinted a draft copy of a proposed indictment with only those 2 counts, and only the 4 persons signed it. So this is a really big deal because she never actually presented to the full grand jury the indictment with which James Comey is charged. Now, the judge has asked for the government to look into a case from 1969 that we understand has to do with a similar grand jury proceeding. He's asked for some briefing on that. The defense will respond. But if this is the case, this could be a really big deal, and this could be grounds enough for the Comey defense team to actually have this indictment completely thrown away.
Yeah. The grand jury indictment wasn't signed by the grand jury. The grand jury didn't see the grand jury indictment. Lindsey, girl, you fucked up. What the hell? Like, what is this? Like, this is crazy. Okay, so let's go into Lindsey Halligan, this fucking idiot. So, Lindsey Robin Michelle Halligan, who is an American attorney who has been serving as the interim United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia since September of 2025. Halligan has additionally served as Special Attorney for the Department of Justice since October 2025. Special Attorney is like, it's just like a title that Pam Bondi has been throwing out to like Trump loyalists at the DOJ. Her being one of them, another one being, who's that idiot from New Jersey? Alina Habba? That dumb fuck. Anyways. She served as special assistant to the president and the White House, senior associate staff secretary from January to September. So she literally was working for Trump, and then as soon as they could, they appointed her into this special attorney, and now she's the special attorney. She's not even fully working for the DOJ. Now she's the interim United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. So, like, none of this has gone through the proper channels. None of it. In January 2025, Trump named Halligan as the White House Senior Associate Staff Secretary. She advocated for action against exhibits at the Smithsonian Institution Museum that she saw as disparaging the United States. And by that, they mean, like, acknowledging the acknowledgement of, like, slavery and like institutional racism, like those types of things. This woman is a nut. In September, Trump forced the interim United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, Eric Siebert, from his position over his handling of his office's investigations into Trump opponents. Okay, so Eric Siebert was fired by Trump because Trump ordered him to investigate and charge James Comey and Letitia James. They had committed no crimes. So, this is so fucking funny. Okay, so Eric Siebert was appointed he was a district attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia from January to September of 2025. So he was appointed by Trump, but Trump tried to make him tried to force him to charge Letitia James and James Comey because they had investigated Trump under Biden. And there's a few things with Comey. There's a bunch of shit, but they committed no crimes. There was no crimes. Letitia James has not committed crimes. Comey has not committed crimes. There's no there. So because Eric Siebert refused to charge them because there was nothing to charge them with, Trump fired him and appointed Lindsey Halligan. Trump named Halligan, who had no prosecutorial experience. No prosecutorial experience as the interim U.S. attorney and nominated her for the position. So this woman, she was an attorney. She has never tried a case. There are prosecutors and there are defenders. She was a defender. She's never tried a case. So this is absolute bullshit. The fact that she is going to be a district attorney, somebody who's supposed to uphold the law, like, she has no idea what the fuck she's doing. Evidenced by her major fuck up today. So, like, fuck. Okay, so CNN report, what to know about Lindsey Halligan's big grand jury revelation at James Comey's vindictive prosecution hearing. Okay, after a shocking back and forth where prosecutors conceded that instead of presenting a new indictment to the grand jury after it declined to approve one of the 3 counts, interim U.S. Attorney Lindsey Halligan simply brought an altered version, omitting the rejected count, to the magistrate's courtroom for the grand jury's foreperson to sign. Her admission sent shockwaves through the courtroom on Wednesday, where attorneys were gathered to argue a separate legal issue of whether Comey was charged only because of President Donald Trump's animus towards him. Judge Michael Nachmanoff, despite appearing exasperated and taking several seconds of silence to take in what the prosecutors admitted, did not give away whether he viewed the issue as a procedural or fatal error. Nachmanoff did not make any rulings from the bench, saying that the issues before him were too weighty to immediately decide. Well, in a brief filed Wednesday evening, the Justice Department defended Halligan's grand jury presentation and said the case should not be dismissed. The final indictment was reviewed by the grand jury foreperson and another representative, and then explained on the record in open court that it was reflective of the grand jury vote, the Justice Department wrote. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It was only signed by the foreperson. It wasn't signed by the grand jury. You don't have a grand jury indictment. You don't have it. The former FBI director has pleaded not guilty to lying during congressional testimony. Nachmanoff called on Halligan, Trump's hand-picked U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, who secured the indictment against Comey by herself. I wonder why. To explain exactly what grand jurors did or did not see. Halligan appeared frustrated as she confirmed that only the foreperson and one other juror, not the entire grand jury, saw the final indictment in the brief exchange. She tried to answer the judge before he finished asking his question and concluded the exchange with a terse, "Okay." It frustrates me to no end when people are incompetent and rude about their incompetence. Like, bitch, you're the one who fucked up. Why are so many people allergic to apologizing and just being like, yeah, man, I fucked up. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. Well, maybe a little bit more formal for court, but you get the gist. The back and forth lasted for about 1 minute. Nachmanoff also trained his attention on a different prosecutor on the case, Tyler Lemons, and asked him to explicitly confirm that the final document was never presented to the grand jury. And he said, "I wasn't there, but that is my understanding," Lemons said. I honestly have no words for this. Like, I honestly, like, what do you say? Like, what? Everybody was like, no, she's incompetent. You can't appoint her. The first case she tries, she fucks up, like, in a huge way. And I wonder why. She's never tried a case. And the former district attorney who was in her position was literally fired because he could not find anything, like, illegal that James Comey had done, or Letitia James. But this dumbass comes in and she's like, oh, I can find something to charge them with, and fucks up. Doesn't get the fucking grand jury to sign off on it. Like, that's... What the fuck? So this is Representative Jerry Nadler from Manhattan, I believe. Donald Trump's DOJ didn't just make a minor error here. Filing an indictment that the grand jury never voted on violates Comey's constitutional rights and makes a mockery of the justice system. Lindsey Halligan's conduct must be investigated immediately and could warrant disbarment. No prosecutor has the authority to rewrite the Constitution or sidestep the safeguards that protect the public. So, as in America, as a person being tried, you have a lot of rights. So, I don't see how this could go well in any way for the people trying to prosecute James Comey. You would have to waive his constitutional rights in multiple different ways. I'm not the biggest fan of James Comey, but besides that, I don't think he's a criminal. All right, so Ambassador Eisen discusses lawsuits against Trump. He's on Midas Touch with Ben Meiselas. So Eisen said, "It's exactly as legally effective as if you and I wrote an indictment of Donald Trump right here on Midas Touch. She had never been before a grand jury. She's an insurance lawyer." Yikes. The reason they put Lindsey Halligan there was because the regular prosecutors refused to prosecute the case, wanted nothing to do with it because the charges against Comey are so bogus and made up. This is another example where we filed a legal brief on behalf of former judges to tell the court that this is a joke and a new low. The indictment wasn't even presented to the grand jury. None of us have ever heard of anything like this. This case is going to be flushed by the courts, and it should be. We've already seen Donald Trump start to lose some of these baseless criminal prosecutions, and this is another one that I think is doomed because of the incompetence. Who knows how much trouble we'd be in if Donald Trump were a competent authoritarian. True. That's like, I hear them comparing them to Nazis, and I think about Nazis, and we learned a lot, and they were pretty organized in what they did. What they did was demonic and evil, but they did convince the majority of the country to think that way. So this Trump regime is so incompetent and lazy and just oh my God. No brain cells. It's just so stupid and bad. They're doing such a bad job. How can you do a bad job at doing a bad job? You're not even good. You're not even competent enough to be an authoritarian. That should be embarrassing for you. And so this is a headline from Politico. Comey case hanging on by a thread as judge squeezes DOJ over Halligan's handling. Because she fucked up big time. I've seen so many people, there are lawyers or former lawyers, that have said, this bitch needs to be disbarred. Well, they didn't say this bitch. I say, this bitch needs to be disbarred. What the fuck are we doing? She shouldn't have been made a special attorney. That shouldn't be a thing. Donald Trump and Pamela Joe Bondi, who's in his fucking pocket, should not have the power to just make anybody a U.S. attorney without the approval of anybody else. That should be, I'm pretty sure it is they're using this special attorney label as a loophole, and it should not be able to happen. But they've done it with Alina Habba, they've done it with her, and both of them are idiots, Trump loyalists, and can't do their fucking jobs. So, Jesus fucking Christ. And all of the fucking, this is the part of gender washing that goes on with the Trump regime. They put all of these women in important positions so they can be look, we support women. We support women's rights. Meanwhile, they're waging an attack on women, and the misogyny has been through the fucking roof lately. Through the roof. It is so fucking bad. Donald Trump telling a fucking reporter, "Quiet, piggy? Excuse me?" and he just gets away with it, and all the other press, let me ask you a question. No, what happened to solidarity? If somebody said quiet piggy to a reporter standing next to me, and if I was a reporter, I would ask him the exact same fucking question. Or I would walk the fuck out, because what the fuck? It is so fucking ridiculous. What else did he fucking say? He verbally attacked a fucking reporter who was doing a actual good job. We need to elevate reporters who do a good job when they do a good job, because journalism is dying. The press is dying in this fucking godforsaken fascist authoritarian regime. Nobody is offering pushback. Nobody is doing follow-up questions. It's fucking annoying as fuck. So good for that ABC reporter who asked Mohammed bin Salman about fucking Jamal Khashoggi and about 9/11, because what the fuck? If the war on terror was caused by George Bush, but other than that, the war on terror was precipitated by the attack of 9/11. 9/11 was carried out by Al-Qaeda, funded by the Saudis. You had a member of Al-Qaeda, a former member of Al-Qaeda, in the Oval Office last week. You had Prince Mohammed bin Salman yesterday, and these people should be fucking pressed. They should be fucking asked. World leaders and people in power should have their feet held to the fucking fire, because they are in charge of people's lives, and they're not supposed to be fucking corrupt. They're not supposed to be murderous dictators. They're not supposed to be authoritarian bitch ass fucking Nazis. Fuck you. Fuck you, Donald Trump. I don't like the way you. It's not your question. It's the way you asked it. I'm pretty sure it's the way that. I'm pretty sure the way that she asked it is fine. It's probably the question. Me thinks it's the question. I do. I think it's the question. I do think it was the question. You asshole. You whiny little bitch boy. You tantrum having toddler. Fuck you. What's wrong, Donald? Did somebody forget to change your diaper? You demented fool. Fuck off. And fuck this bitch. Fuck all these fucking people in the fucking, fuck these people in fucking Trump regime. I have nothing else to say to them. What are we doing? This person needs to be disbarred. Fuck all of them. This is such an unserious. This is so unserious. Clearly the war on terror meant nothing. Which I already knew. But it's wow. It's crazy that they said. It's crazy that they're the ones say. Well, anyways, what is the world? What is this timeline? Have a good night, everybody. Keep your eyes open. Okay, so we are officially down the rabbit hole and through the looking glass today. We are actually at the timeline where Donald Trump, in a Queen of Hearts fashion, is yelling off with their heads. And I'm being semi-hyperbolic, but basically, bitch, we're here. We're there. We're here. All right, so let's look into what actually pissed him off. Senator Alyssa Slotkin put out a video with a bunch of other members of Congress in the Senate, and it was basically an ad towards active service members. So let's watch what actually pissed him off.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
Against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
The Army, or Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up. Don't give up.
don't give up the ship.
All right, so they basically all got together, made an ad to say to the active members of the military and intelligence associations or whatever to not follow illegal orders, which is their job. It's their job to not follow an illegal order because it's an illegal order. Because they too can be tried for it as well because they knew it was illegal. So they are literally just saying, don't do illegal shit, and don't follow illegal orders because they're illegal. Hello? Anyways, the logical answer, like the logical response to that would have been for Donald Trump or the Trump regime, one of the fucking cronies, to come out and say, well, we're not doing illegal shit. That did not happen. So let's go on this godforsaken website, Truth Social. It's literally like the fucking ninth circle of hell, bitch. Like, you go on, you're immediately assaulted for a fucking ad for like My Pillow, and then you're assaulted for like 84 different fucking like, it's so much ads. It's like it's bad. Okay. So Donald Trump links like another oops, girl. Oh my god. Okay. See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about, bitch. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Whoa. Okay, so Donald Trump links to a truth. What a fucking stupid lie. So the Washington Examiner truth posted on Truth Social that Democratic veterans in Congress urge service members to refuse unspecified unlawful orders. So logical response to that would be, we're not doing shit that is illegal. Like, why are you trying to accuse us of potentially giving out illegal orders? Like, that would be the logical, level-headed response. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? What? Okay. I'm sorry. So Donald Trump says, it's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore. An example must be set. President DJT. Now, this is just in response to them saying, don't follow illegal orders. And each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Hello? Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore. An example must be set. Okay. So then we keep on going up. And he's retruthing. This is such a stupid website. Why aren't they under arrest for sedition? Thrown out of their offices. Enough is enough. Because they were telling the troops to follow the law. That's actually constitutional. They're telling people to follow the law. Like, what? How do you not have? Hello? There shouldn't be an issue with that. So another retruth from a random fucker on fucking Truth Social. It's called seditious conspiracy, and every one of them should be frog marched out of their homes at 3 a.m. with Fox News cameras filming the whole thing. Jesus fuck, what are you fucking talking about? And Donald Trump fucking retruths this. This is so stupid. Also, what is this ad? Okay, next. This fucking thing, this method requires an authenticated use. Fuck you. It pops up every 5 fucking seconds. He retruths some random butt fuck on fucking Truth Social again. And he says, I think they should be charged with sedition. Also, save those tapes and run them when the next demo Comey is in office. Where were the illegal orders? Where were the illegal orders? Domestic terrorists, Democrats, always causing chaos and destruction, destroying people's lives. And Donald Trump retruths that. Donald Trump retruths that. The irony is just like, why is there only smart Canadians? They know where I am? Okay. Our money looks like Monopoly money, bitch. But if you're American and you didn't know, I think it's a $100 bill actually smells like maple syrup. Like it's like scented. It's, I don't know. But they're also like made from like this like plastic material. So you can like literally like wash them. They're fine. I don't know why you would do. Oh, well, some people who dance for a living do that. If you understand what I'm. Anyways, so Donald Trump retruth another fucking person. Jesus, there's some random redneck fucking freak on fucking Truth Social. Anything these traitors disagree with is what they consider illegal order. No. What they consider an illegal order is an order that is against the law. An illegal order. It's not hard to define. It's not esoteric. It's actually pretty simple. Do not follow illegal orders. Follow the law. Follow the Constitution. It's not that fucking hard, dipshit. The fuck? They are all a disgrace to their uniforms? Motherfucker. Who the fuck do you think you are? I would love to see your record. Where is your military record? Hello? Who the fuck are you? And as if the United States military is like some great force. Deplorable world news. Donald Trump. Is this just what like this dude just like freebases Fox News and Truth Social all day? I swear to God, like it's just fucking Jesus Christ. Like what's going on? And they can be brought to justice under the UCMJ, get busted down or dishonorably discharged and lose their career and benefits. Step right into that shit. That's the ticket. No, that's actually the opposite of true. That's what could happen to the people who are following illegal orders. That's exactly what would happen to them if they followed illegal orders. Not only that, if it's international crimes that they're breaking, like in the case of Venezuela right now, and even like Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, like there's like they've murdered like over 80 people in the Caribbean, fishermen in tiny little boats that would need to refuel like 20 times to even get to America. They wouldn't even have enough fuel on like the boat is not big enough to even hold that amount of fuel. Like even if they bring a bunch of extra gasoline with them, they would not have enough. What is this ad? So weird. If they don't follow orders, they should be fired. This is so stupid. People are so stupid. People are so stupid. Wow. Education has really failed in America. You really need reform. But fucking Jesus Christ. The fucking Secretary of Department of Education is Linda McMahon. Former CEO of WWE. What a joke. Oh my God. The assault on intellectualism, like, what is it called? Like anti-intellectualism that is like thriving in America right now is so rotted and it's so. Another one. The Dems are getting closer and closer to being on their way up. What the fuck? Where were there? What drug are you smoking? The cult, like every single poll has Donald Trump down in the dumps, and Democrats are actually at a record-breaking low. The Democrats, almost full stop across the board, are polling terribly, especially among the base. But when it's compared to Donald Trump, he's still doing way worse. So I don't understand how. I'm so tired of having to debate fact. That's just not objectively not true. You know who's on his way out? Donald Trump. Also probably on his way out of life. He looks 347, and you think the makeup looks bad? Look up what he looks like without it. At Mar-a-Lago, it's terrible. He's 106. Another one. Jesus fucking Christ. He's just been repost. Jesus fuck. Those Democrat veterans took the same oath I did. Okay. To defend this country from domestic enemies. It's a lifetime commitment. What should they do? What should the American people do when the domestic enemy is them? Al-Qaeda is a foreign enemy who declared war on this nation on 9/11 2001. They've never sued for peace, so when Obama was giving aid to Al-Qaeda Libyan rebels in Benghazi and the veteran Democrat Congress members were part of the cover-up, it's no wonder they are now asking members of our military to commit treason on their behalf. No, they're actually asking them not to commit treason. They're treasonous behavior would be to do something that's against the Constitution, unlawful. That's kind of treasonous. They're asking them not to do that. 2, Donald Trump, I am so tired of this fucking Al-Qaeda. Don't talk to me about Al-Qaeda, bitch. Donald Trump had a member of Al-Qaeda that had a $10 million bounty on his head last year in the Oval Office last fucking week. Miss me with the fucking bullshit, you asshole. And Donald Trump, how dare you fucking you had this fucking the Saudi prince Mohammed Bin Salman at the fucking Oval Office 2 days ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Where do you get off? He motherfucking had Jamal Khashoggi chopped up into little pieces with a saw, melted in a vat of acid, and no. Wasn't he put in a tandoor? Either way, had him he got him chopped up and thrown down the drain, basically. And his family funded Al-Qaeda and 9/11. Fuck you. And Donald Trump was basically giving him a fucking lap dance yesterday. What the fuck are you talking about? I hate these people. Traitors. No, they're asking them not to be traitors. And this is crazy. Oh my God. Donald Trump, the sitting president of the United States, reposted somebody saying, hang them. George Washington would. Hello? Bill Clinton got impeached for a blowjob. Donald Trump is actively calling for the death of sitting Democratic Congress members and senators. That is, the left, the violent rhetoric on the left? Bull fucking shit, bitch. Fuck your shit. What are you talking about? The buck stops with you. You were the fucking president, and you're sitting here openly calling for the execution of sitting politicians. Hello? Also, George Washington, didn't he help write the Constitution that Donald Trump has been stomping all over? I really don't think that when they wrote the fucking Constitution, they wanted the military and people fighting for them to not follow it. Donald Trump has been shitting all over the seat of the president. Don't fucking talk about George Washington. And fuck George Washington anyways. He was a slave owner. Like, and also a huge rapist. Like, think about it. Have you ever, how many people that have black skin have the last name Washington? Fuck George Washington. So Donald Trump is so demented and idiot. Like, this is unlawful is the key word, folks. Unlawful. That's defending the Democrats, isn't it? And he's such a dumbass that he's like, that he reposted it. Or maybe she's a dumbass and she's saying what they're doing is unlawful. Like, what the fuck? You can't even... This is crack. What? Who? Oh. Never mind. Indict all of them. Fuck up. Fuck off, Sandra. The fuck? Sedition. Insurrection. Treason. Coming from the insurrectionists. It's not... Literally stormed the Capitol. Get these people out of office. Well, I mean, like, I don't like all those slogans. So anyways, they aren't doing their jobs. They are looking for ways to be rebels and take others with them. They need to go. Not really. Like, these are like centrist Democrats. The people in that video are centrist as centrist goes, establishment Democrats. They're former military members and CIA. Alyssa Hawkins is a former CIA bitch. Fuck all of them. I'm like... If this is the left-leaning tent, they are over here and I'm over here. Like, I don't like them at all. But at the same time, this has nothing to do... Like, they're literally just telling people to not follow unlawful orders. That should be okay with you. The fuck? So Donald Trump reposted again. This is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up? President DJT. Like, what? That looks like a before picture of Laura Loomer, probably. If she had, like, needed to go to, like, Turkey, get her hair done. Seditious behavior. Punishable by death. No, the fuck it's not, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? Like, you also don't have that power. Like, what? I think the fact that you even have, like, listen, I am fully against the death penalty, and I'm also from a country that outlawed the death penalty decades ago. So I think it's all barbaric, but like, for this is also falls under free speech. Does this not fall under free speech at all? No. Because Laura Loomer can say the most disgusting shit about Muslim people every single fucking day. And that's gotta be hate speech. So if you're punishing people for what they say, like, where does the line stop? And what they said was not seditious. And it was not punishable even by... I don't even think they could get censored for that. Like, that... Everybody should be able to agree. Look at this. There's so many... So when you click... Like, when you click on his profile, you go through 3 ads before you even get to something. And there's an ad between, like, every single fucking post. Like, it's insane. All right. So... The lawmakers in the video, which Michigan Senator Alyssa Slotkin posted Tuesday. Alyssa Slotkin sucks, by the way. She is... her voting record towards Israel is absolute shit. She is the next, like... She is Chuck Schumer, like Chuckles the Clown. She is his pick to be, like, the next lead, like they want her there. She's like the established Democrat pick to like lead and go on and take over the party, but she sucks. Like, go, if you haven't seen it already, go search up the interview that she did with Breaking Points, where Crystal Ball cooked her. Like, it was a masterclass in journalism, first of all. Second of all, it was a masterclass in looking like a fucking clown for Alyssa Slotkin. And it just goes to show that she's just a Zionist hack. Like, fuck her. She also swore, she was one of the people that swore in Kristi Noem. It's insane. Like, I hate her. Both of them, Bofa. But Alyssa Slotkin sucks. So the lawmakers in the video, which Michigan Senator Alyssa Slotkin posted Tuesday, are all military veterans and former intelligence officials who spoke directly to members of the military and intelligence community. Slotkin defended the video, writing in a separate post, "This is the law, passed down from our founding fathers to ensure our military upholds its oath to the Constitution, not a king. Given you're directing much of a military policy, you should buff up on the Uniformed Code of Military Justice." At a press briefing Thursday afternoon at the White House, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said no when asked if Trump wants to execute members of Congress. Except he posted about it 3 or 4 times. She added that perhaps the video is perhaps punishable by law. The fuck it is, bitch. The fuck it is. There's this little thing called free speech that you have in America, I've heard. Caroline Leavitt says, "I'm not a lawyer." Well, clearly, bitch, you wouldn't be lying to the fucking public so boldly all the fucking time. Jesus. She said, "I'm not a lawyer." She added, "I'll leave that to the Department of Justice and Department of War." The Department of War to decide. Jesus fucking Christ! Like, what are these people? They're so. Oh my God. He looks rough, you guys. I'm gonna look up the. Give me 1 second. I'll cut it. Okay, I looked it up. This is him out of drag, you guys. He's 347. Like, oh my God, you thought he looked bad? He looks so much worse when he is out of drag. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this man. He is a mess. Oh, you can't even see it, but he is a mess. A train wreck. He looks so bad. Like, oh my God. Somebody come get their demented grandfather. Who is he? I don't know him. It's so bad. Who is that? Peter Pettigrew's demented uncle. Like, ew. Gross. Okay, sorry for subjectivity. Oh, okay, sorry. Whoa, okay. Sorry. Okay, so I pulled this up because I just need to go to show, because this, the whole, they need to follow orders. They need to follow orders. They're just going to be following orders. They need to follow orders. No, they don't need to follow unlawful orders. And let's go back to the case of, I don't know, World War II, when Nazis used that exact same defense. They said, I was just following orders. I was just following orders. And did that work in Nuremberg when they were on trial? No. The I was following orders defense did not work in the Nuremberg trials. The International Military Tribunal established that individuals are responsible for their actions, even if they were acting under orders from a superior. The court rejected the defense, ruling that an individual is responsible for carrying out an order that is illegal under international law. The trials set a precedent that individuals are personally responsible for war crimes and crimes against humanity, not just nations. The defense of superior orders was explicitly rejected as valid excuse for committing atrocities. Following an illegal order makes the individual accountable for their choice. Period. Done. Case done. Like, you're good to go. Do not collect $200. Like, bye. Like, what are we talking? Like, this is not up for debate. This is precedent that was set 70 years ago. What are we doing? Hello? Like, these people are so fucking, like, willfully, ignorantly stupid. Just worms for brains. Like, I don't understand how they get by in life. How do they put on their socks? Do they know how to fold a sheet? Like, I don't, oh, actually, I don't think a lot of people do. All right. This is fucking insane. A sitting president of the United States of America calling for the executions of sitting lawmakers, Congress members, senators, because they exercised their free speech. This is like also 2 days after they had fucking Mohammed Bone Salman in the fucking White House, who fucking had Jamal Khashoggi fucking murdered for exercising his free speech. So, like, they always do this fucking thing, like, oh, he's joking, and he's joking. And then, like, a year or two or a couple months down the line, it actually fucking happens. Or he tries it. And we are not that far away from that. Everybody needs to wake up, because this is fucking insane. Have a good night, everybody. Keep your eyes open. This is bullshit. All right, boys and girls and others. All Mamdani does is win. He just cannot stop winning. And he apparently can't stop whipping either, because he's been whipped Trump's ass into, like, the ultimate cuckery. Like, it's insane. Let's watch.
Very well. And I wanted to congratulate the mayor. He really ran an incredible race against, a lot of smart people, starting with the early primaries against some very tough people, very smart people. And he beat him easily. And I congratulated him.
Cuomo's campaign was shit. It was so bad. Each and every single one. Every part of his campaign just sucked. It was one of the worst managed campaigns. And it was so clear that he was just like, well, I want power and influence, so I guess I'll just do this. And it was just so lazy and stupid. And he's not smart. Like, so, no. And, well, I guess in the primary there was more people. But all those dumbasses, no, they're all Zionists. Fuck them. All of them cucked themselves to fucking Israel at the fucking thing. That's one of the big reasons that Zohran probably won, because he didn't cuck himself to say, I'm going to visit the Holy Land. Fuck you. Like, what the? Hello?
And we talked about some things in very strong common, like housing and getting housing built, and food and prices, and the price of oil is coming way down. That anything I do is going to be good for New York. If I can get prices down, it's good for New York, and we've got them down, way down from last year. We have
this shot is so funny. It's like you can basically see the leash that Zohran is holding attached to Trump's neck. Like, it's like, oh my God. The Domina sub.
As you know, I've been saying to a lot of people, Walmart said that Thanksgiving this year is exactly 25% less than last year.
Well,
so that's
liars.
Good for New York, good for everybody. But I just want to congratulate. I think you're going to have hopefully a really great mayor. The better he does, the happier I am. I will say there's no difference in party. There's no.
Trump endorses Zohran. A better endorsement that he got from Hakeem Jeffries. And he didn't even get an endorsement from Chuckles. So, like, this is fucking insane. Hello?
Difference in anything, and we're going to be helping him to make everybody's dream come true, having a strong and very safe New York. And
like, my God, the cuckery.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
So there's a few things going on here, and we'll get into them as we go on. But what I can say is we know Trump appreciates somebody with conviction. He is not a fan of the people who are not strong in their beliefs and not strong negotiator. Like, he likes all that kind of shit. So, and Zohran is strong in his conviction and his values and what he wants, and he is clear in his messaging, and those are all things that Trump appreciates. Not to give him like any praise. I'm not trying to praise him at all. I'm just saying he also appreciates a good-looking man because he is homoerotic as fuck. Trump is. So, and Zohran is hot as fuck. So he's also very charming, very good on camera. He ran a very good campaign. He is a media star, basically. And Trump loves those. He's very good on TV. Trump loves TV. Also, Trump, I'm sure, was flattered by Zohran coming and saying, hey, I want to meet, let's have a meeting. Let's talk about it, which is not something that a lot of Democrats would not do. And even if they would do it, they would just go and, be little bitches like Hakeem and Chuck Schumer.
President Trump, Stephen Nelson from the New York Post. I've got a question for you and then also one for Mayor-elect.
Sure.
For you, you referred to Mr. Mamdani as a communist. Can you describe why you feel that way? And also, will you do anything to stop him from arresting Prime Minister Netanyahu if he visits New York?
Well, we didn't discuss your second part of the question. And on your first part, I mean, he's got views that are a little out there, but who knows? I mean, we're going to see what works, or he's going to change also. We all change. I changed a lot. Changed a lot from when I first came to office. It's now quite a while ago.
I know. I was a teenager. God.
Quite a while. My first term was great. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. We're doing even better now. We're doing much better now than we did even the first term.
We're doing even worse.
And I can tell you some of my views have changed. And we had discussions on some things. I'm not going to discuss what they were, but that I feel very confident that he can do a very good job. I think he's going to be. I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually.
The Republican Party have been sounding the alarms about Zohran Mamdani for months now. Trump comes in after one meeting and he starts glazing him nonstop. What is this?
And some.
So, reporter asked Mamdani referred to Trump as a despot. A despot is basically a cruel, aggressive leader, basically.
Very liberal people, he won't surprise them because they already like him.
And Mr. Mamdani, it sounds like you had a productive discussion, but just days ago you referred to President Trump as a despot who betrayed the country. You said you would be his worst nightmare and accused him of having a fascist agenda. Are you planning to retract any of these remarks in order to improve your relationship?
I think both President Trump and I, we are very clear about our positions and our views, and what I really appreciate about the president is that the meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers. And frankly, that is something that could transform the lives of the 8.5 million people who are currently struggling under a cost of living crisis, with 1 in 4 living in poverty. And the meeting came back again and again to what it could look like to lift those New Yorkers out of struggle and start to deliver them a city that they could do more than just struggle to afford it, but actually start to live in it.
And I've been called much worse than a despot, so it's.
What? Yes, by me, but also Huh? Okay. Like,
It's not that insulting. Maybe I think he'll change his mind after we get to working together.
okay. Like, hello? What is, why? Like, Jesus Christ. Mamdani charmed the pants off of Donald. That's why he's sitting behind the desk. Actually, it's probably because he can't stand. Look at this first comment. So we're just used to the fact that he can't fucking stand up long enough to have a press conference anymore. Well, he's probably hiding those cankles. Are you affirming that?
Clarify your answer to Stephen Nelson. He asked about your comment calling the president a fascist, and your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist? Yes, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. And what? So what? I did.
Okay, you can just say yes.
Okay.
So,
All right.
okay. It's easier. It's
Your comment calling the president a fascist, and your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken
So condescending.
about.
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay.
So.
That's okay. You can just say it. Hello. Look at it. Like the. I'm so speechless as this. Every interaction in this fucking press conference was like, hello? Like, what the fuck? Also, again, my mind is just attaching a leash handle to Mamdani's hands and then the collar around Donald's neck. Like, damn, getting dog walked. Spectacularly, may I add. Like, Jesus Christ.
Okay. It's easier. It's easier than
Yes.
explaining it. I don't mind.
See? Stand in your conviction. Don't back down. Fuck them. You're not going to get anywhere by backing down to a fascist. Especially Donald fucking Trump, who respects all the fucking murderous dictators in the world. Like, he was fucking, like, so happy the other day when Mohammed Bonsaman was in the fucking Oval Office. Like, was happy as a fucking lamb. Like, so we cannot, people who are like preemptively bending the knee and capitulating to the fascists are just getting themselves nowhere, and they're just gonna keep on having to do that because you already showed you have no backbone.
The term, we don't want good money going after bad, and we don't want that to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I did say that, subject to what policies are being set. We had a meeting today that actually surprised me. He wants to see no crime. He wants to see housing being built. He wants to see rents coming down, all things that I agree with. Now, we may disagree how we get there.
Motherfucker, it's because you've been free-basing Fox News. Like, if you actually watched the news or paid attention to anything except for Fox News and Truth Social, then maybe you would know that. Also, because everybody around you is lying to you on the daily.
The rent coming down, I think one of the things I really gleaned very much today, he'd like to see him come down, ideally, by building a lot of additional housing. Yeah. That's the ultimate way. He agrees with that. And
I mean, Trump is a developer, so coming in and talking about developing housing and those types of things, he's gonna be happy with doing that because that's what he knows to talk developing. That's what he is rich from. He wasn't good at it, but get down, please. Get down. Get down. Lay down. Why can't you go over here? Lay down. But that's where Trump got all his money from. That's what his main business was. So it's like real estate development. So coming in and talking about that and how you want to do more, like, especially for someone with dementia who is living in a time loop, like, he's going to feel good about that. So it was a very smart idea, and it's also needed.
So do I, but if I read the newspapers and the stories, I don't hear that. But I heard him say it today, and I think that's a very positive step. No, I don't expect. I expect. Well, I think. Okay.
This is crazy because over the past few months, you've had like billionaires talking about like how they're gonna have to move to Florida and all this bullshit. Fox News has been like I said, sounding the alarms, saying a jihadist is going to take over New York City, like it's going to be Sharia law. Fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeting out the picture of what's her fucking name? The Statue of Liberty, and in a fucking like niqab. Like, it was just so crazy. Like, these people have been going off the rails. Fucking what's her face? That bitch Elise Stefanik came out today saying he was jihadist. Like, it's so like, and here's President Trump.
How about you? Go ahead, please.
You're a billionaire. You have a different address nowadays than you used to. Like, you used to call New York City home. Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would. Especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
Immediate answer. Immediate. Like, no hesitation. No thinking about. No, you didn't have to think about it at all. Immediately. Yeah, I would. Especially after the meeting. The billionaires who have been crying. Look at the first comment. First reply. Bill Ackman on suicide watch. Abso-fucking-lutely. And he's probably gonna write a letter into fucking Twitter, because that's what he does all the fucking time. Writing fucking novels. He talks more glowingly of Mamdani than he does Vance. I can think about, like, the amount of times that he's talked about JD in the past, like, 10 months, I think I can count on, like, 2 hands. And half of them were really semi-neutral to bad. So, like, he really is. I saw this coming. Mamdani wanted to meet with Trump because he knows he's charming enough, and Trump governs on vibes. He does. And also like, charming men who can get, like, the cameras to follow them. Mamdani has basically been a media darling. He's been everywhere and on everything. So Trump likes that first and foremost. He's a TV addict. He also used to be a TV host. He's always been obsessed with TV his whole fucking life. Still is. Free base is fucking Fox News. So he was bound on some level to like Mamdani, especially because of how liked he is. And he talks about, you got to remember, like, affordability was something that Trump ran on hugely, and he's not doing anything because he doesn't do anything ever. But and all of his cronies are doing nothing and just making everything worse. Mostly what he's focused on is evidently, like, his ballroom, decorating the Oval Office to look like fucking shit, tearing down the East Wing, going golfing on the weekends. Like, that's what he's focused on doing. Like, every time he gets a bill in front of him, he's like, "What's this? Okay, next." And it's crazy. Okay.
Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Do you view the mayor-elect as the true leader of the Democrat Party? And do you think Leader Schumer's and Leader Jeffries, have to follow his lead?
Well, look, I hope they have great leaders. This is a man that right now I think is focused on New York City. I really think he has a chance to do a great job. We're going to help him, but I really think he has a chance to do a great job. But I'll let you answer that. Do you consider yourself the leader of the Democrats? I think it's more appropriate for him.
I consider myself the next mayor of New York City, and I keep my horizons firmly on New York City, and I appreciate the meeting with the president, which focused again on the 5
one thing about Zohran is that he sticks to a point, and that point has been affordability majorly. But almost every question he's asked, he goes back to affordability. And it's just a masterclass in handling dumbass media questions and getting people to fucking like you. Because if you keep on hitting these points, they're going to connect at some point.
Boroughs and whether New Yorkers could afford to live there.
By the way, being the mayor of New York City is a big deal.
Absolutely.
I always said, one of the things I would love to be someday is the mayor of New York City. Being the mayor of New York, and especially now, because I think you're at really a turning point, one way or the other. It could go great, or it can go in a different direction. And I think you really have a chance to make it great. I appreciate it.
God damn. Look at that. Jesus fucking Christ. Glaze, 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 glaze. What the hell? Hello? What's going on? Like, I have also really good answer. I'm going to consider myself the next mayor of New York City. Good fucking answer. But like, we have to acknowledge also that like what Zohran does is very effective because it's what politicians are supposed to do. He fights for his constituents. He talks to the people. He campaigns like and puts a lot of effort into his campaign. He made such an effort to be all inclusive of everybody, visiting so many different communities in New York City to make them feel included and get their concerns and get even a lot of his campaign videos were going to talk to Trump supporters, people who voted for Trump, and asking them, why'd you vote for Trump? What are the issues you voted for? And so many people said affordability. And that is the one thing that he has been laser focused on the entire campaign up until, and still is now as the mayor-elect. So he has been very popular, and it seems unique because most politicians are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not fighting for their constituents. They're not fighting for the people. They're beholden to corporate interests or billionaires or some pack or fucking something. And they are not doing the job that politicians are supposed to do. Going out and talking to the people, going out and canvassing, that's what you're supposed to do in a campaign. Like, that's just like, Zohran took it back to like literal, just basic things that a politician is supposed to do. Go talk to their people, fight for what they want, be a representative for your constituents, not a representative for AIPAC or some corporate lobby or some billionaire or some tech oligarch. Like, this is what a politician is. So that is why Zohran is so respected. He's also extremely charming and good at what he does. He is a very good messenger, and he's very good at staying focused. So on that message. So that is extremely helpful, but it's also just going back to basic ways of campaigning. Go back to being a politician, not some corporate hack. That's why Zohran did so well in the primary, and that's why he did so well in the election.
I got a lot of votes.
Okay, so we'll let him talk.
One more. Go ahead. One or two more. Go ahead. I tell you, the press has eaten this thing up. I've had a lot of meetings with the heads of major countries. Nobody cared. This meeting that you people have gone, outside you have hundreds of people waiting. This is just a small little group. For some reason, the press has found this to be a very...
And there you have it, folks. That is part of the reason that he is so fucking happy. Because he is an attention whore. The drama queen got all of his cameras on him. And he got so much attention because of this meeting. So now he is happy. He's so happy. Because Zohran brought all of the attention over to him. He could bask in the light. He can bask in the cameras. Like, this This attention whore. Like, what a princess. Jesus fucking Christ.
Very interesting meeting. The biggest people in the world, they come over from countries nobody cares. But they did care about this meeting, and it was a great meeting. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President.
I got a lot of votes.
What now? What now? So what now, Republicans? What now, Laura Loomer? Like, what now, Bill Ackman? What now, Jonathan Greenblatt? What now? Like, so, what now?
Great meeting. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President, I was going to ask you exactly that. Why do you think there's so much more, so much excitement around this than in some form?
Because I think he's different. All right? I think he's different. And that can be in a very positive way. But I think he's different than, your typical guy runs, wins, becomes mayor maybe, and nothing exciting.
We also have to remember that Trump, his MO politically has been to say what others won't or are too scared to. And that being encouraged has definitely been a bad thing, especially on Twitter. I mean, like, I literally did a video yesterday where he was calling for people's death, which is crazy. Anyways, that's been his MO, to say what everybody else isn't. So when everybody in the Republican Party is coming out and saying this thing before Trump even has a chance to do it, it does kind of fit in with the fact, with his MO, like his modus operandi, fucking something like that. It's just the way he has always done things. Comes out and says what everybody else isn't, but a lot of people feel in the base. And a lot of people that voted for Trump voted for Mamdani. So it makes sense. But it's still crazy to watch. Like, it's insane.
Doing great. We were having some telltale signs of problems. We had a mayor that was not doing a great job, but still, it was moving along. And
we had a mayor who wasn't doing a great job. Eat shit, Eric Adams.
It went bad. It really went, pretty bad. And he can, I think it's been at lower points, but it went pretty bad. I think he can bring it back. Now the question is, will he bring it back all the way? Will he bring it back greater than ever before, which is, I guarantee, that's his wish. I think he wants to make it greater than ever before. And if he can, we'll be out there cheering. I'll be cheering for him. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody.
Dear Lord. What a fucking, like, I feel like I just watched dominatrix porn. Did you go and ask Melania for tips? Hold on. Like, what happened in that meeting? Like, wow. That sure. Look at this picture and the comment. He instinctively shields his crotch. Oh my God. Hello? What is going on? This is crazy. That was the it makes, logically, when you actually think it through, like, yeah, I have said so many things, like, it makes sense. Like, Sohan is great on camera. He's great on TV. He's charming, good looking, great personality. Talks about things that Trump voters are concerned about and that they want. And Trump thinks that he's doing. He's not. People around him are lying to him. I don't think he's doing anything at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure they just give him, like, his arts and craft projects and let him go in front of the cameras and yap. But, like, other than that, I don't think he's, like, in charge of anything. I think it's, like, Stephen Miller, Marco Rubio, and then a mixture of the rest of them, Hegseth, Noam, and Bondi. But even those three are still, I think it's Stephen Miller at the top. It's like a pyramid down. Stephen Miller, Marco, Hegseth, Bondi, Noam, Johnson, like, and Trump is coloring. Oh my God. Oh, this is.
Mr. President, Republican Elise Stefanik has campaigned multiple times by calling Zohran Mamdani a jihadist. Do you think you're standing next to a jihadist right now in the Oval Office?
No, I don't, but she's out there campaigning and...
Stuck on that, Stefanik, you bitch. Fuck you.
You know, you say things sometimes in a campaign.
Isn't that so?
So you admit that Republicans lie on the campaign trail to get into office, and then they don't do what they... So you admit that words mean nothing to you people? Right. Thank you for the confirmation.
She's a very capable person, but
Says who?
you'd really have to ask her about that. But I don't particularly. I think I met with I met with a man who's a very rational person. I met with a man who really wants to see New York be great again. And I can say again, because New York was great.
Mr. President.
Suck on that, you bitch. Suck on that, Stefanik, you cunt. Ain't nobody asked you anyways. All right, so all of this glaze session from Trump, where he basically supported Mamdani and defended him at every single fucking angle and fucking just like glazed him the whole fucking time, like guzzled his nuts. It was like Trump's mouth was a jacuzzi and a testacuzzi, and Zohran was just had them dipped in the whole time. Like, goddamn, while all of this was happening, a resolution came across Congress today. The House votes to denounce the horrors of socialism ahead of Mamdani Trump meeting. The House voted 285 to 98. Are you fucking kidding me? To approve a resolution condemning the horrors of socialism Friday morning, just hours before Donald Trump is set to meet with New York's incoming Democratic Socialist Mayor Zohran Mamdani. 86 Democrats. 86 conservative Democrats. Like, I've heard, you guys call them centrist or liberals. They're conservatives. They may not be Republicans, but they're conservatives. Those are conservative Democrats. I'm pretty sure, like, you guys, like, Chuck Schumer is a conservative Democrat. Full stop. Like, that's the way it is. I don't understand how you're like, we can have a big tent. Fuck having a big tent. If you're voting against this bullshit and you're fucking cucking yourself to billionaires and capitalism and corporations, then you need to go. Go to the Republicans. You're conservative. Fuck you. You need to keep on pushing to the back to the left, because this is not normal. This is not normal. Two other Democrats voted present. No Republican voted to oppose it. Of course they didn't. Speaker Mike Johnson and House GOP leaders have decried Mamdani's election as the next mayor of the country's largest city, citing his far-left politics. Oh my God. Americans, you need help. You need help. Far-left politics? Every developed nation in the world has some form of universal health care. Most developed nations have some form of child care that is subsidized. Taxing people more. You guys have the lowest tax rates in the world for billionaires. Like, that just doesn't really happen in every other country. Like, what are his policies that are so far left? May I ask? Wanting the buses to go on time? Also, like, wanting things like universal healthcare, universal human rights. Those are not leftist politics in like most other developed nations in the world. In Canada, where I live in a conservative province right now, and I have for the past 4 years. My rights as a queer person are not up for debate. Nope. My human rights are not up for debate here in Nova Scotia, especially not at a legislative level. That is just not something that happens. Reproductive rights are not up for debate in Canada. We have reproductive access to reproductive care across the board. It is sometimes it's harder to get certain procedures because you have to, like, there just aren't enough doctors, and it's more of like we need a better healthcare system for rural communities in general. So it's not really specific to reproductive health. It just so happens that falls to the wayside in a healthcare system that is not perfect, just like a lot of things do. The rural communities will focus more on like emergency care, and then for bigger procedures and surgeries, a lot of hospitals will end up sending patients to the bigger hospitals in the city. Mamdani's election is largest, citing his far left politics and arguing he is the new radical face of the Democratic Party. Like, his politics are not far left. Conservatives in Canada all pretty much agree. Like, some of them want a privatized healthcare system, but they're like the dumb fucks that don't understand. Like, these are not really far left things. Like, human rights aren't really far left. You should probably just, like, as part of being a human, thinking that other humans deserve rights. It's not really hard to get or understand. It's pretty easy, actually. Simple, really. Mike Johnson argued that he is the new radical face of the Democratic Party, which makes no fucking sense. Because, one, Sohran Mamdani is born in Uganda. Was he not? He definitely wasn't born in the United States. He's an immigrant. He's not allowed to be the president. So he will never be the leader of the party, ever. Maybe you were saying, arguing he's the new radical face of the Democratic Party? He's the mayor of New York. The mayor. Yes, it's a big deal to be the mayor of New York, but you are getting your panties in a twist over a mayor. You have a fascist as a president. He's a felon and accused rapist. I think like over 25 times. And you're protecting pedophiles, Mike Johnson. Fuck you. They vowed to make him a centerpiece of their attacks against Democrats ahead of the... Good luck with that, bitch. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, you little cunt. Fuck you, Mike Johnson. They vowed to make him a centerpiece of their attacks against Democrats ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Half the Democratic base gave lukewarm, shitty endorsements for Sohran Mamdani way after he won the primary, way after he was ahead in every single fucking poll. And you're trying to say that you're trying to make him a centerpiece of the attacks on the Democrats? Most of the fucking Democrats didn't even fucking endorse him. Or they fucking, like, what's it called? Drift to their feet there. Can you get down? Get down. Get down. Or or they dragged their feet to do so. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Like, the Republicans are trying to paint Zohran as like the face, saying, oh, you guys are trying to make him the face of the party. And the Democrats are like, no, he's not the face of the party. We don't want him to be. And they're like, you are. And the Democrats are like, we don't, the Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, Cory Booker, like, even it took a long time for Kamala Harris, Obama, multiple people after he won the Democratic primary. He was the Democratic choice. And it took so many people all that long to endorse him. He was who the people chose. And Chuck Schumer still didn't fucking endorse him. Like, fuck off. No vote, a swath of moderate Democrats, especially from New York, are uncomfortable with Mamdani's rise in their party because they know it means their time is up. Time to stand the fuck up or get the fuck out of the fucking way. Like, we do not want your fuck off. Your pussy ass fucking leadership. Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, fuck all of you. We are uncomfortable because he's popular and you are not even likable. So that is why you are uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable with the fact that he is not beholden to corporate interests and billionaires and APAC like your motherfucking spineless asses are. So you motherfuckers can either resign or get with the fucking program. It is not that hard to understand. Jesus fuck. So let's go through the full list of Democrats voting to condemn socialism as Mamdani comes to town. Look at this fucking list. And I highlighted the best one. Look, Hakeem Jeffries of New York. Really, Hakeem? Really? Really? You come out to condemn socialism? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? This is exactly why this motherfucker needs to step down. He is so beyond feckless. Zohran won the primary by an insane amount. He won the fucking election by a huge amount. That is something that shows you where the people are. That shows you where the base is. How popular he is across the fucking nation, even up in different nations. He's popular in fucking Canada. Like, you need to fucking understand where the fucking party is, and you don't. So that is a clear indication to everybody that you are not fit to be the minority speaker of the House. You are not fit to do anything, in my opinion, except for be a shill for APAC. You fucking little bitch. Jesus fuck. Look at all these fucking assholes. Just a bunch of dumb fucks. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. My God. Jim Costa, fuck off. Pick up a book. Pick up a book. And I don't mean your fucking checkbook, you fucking pieces of fucking shit. I cannot fucking stand these people. All of these corporate beholden pieces of fucking shit voting to denounce the horrors of fucking socialism. Are you fucking are you kidding me? This is such a clear indication that the Democratic leader, even the Democratic Party themselves, like half the party is not in tune with the base at all. They do not have their finger on the pulse. They do not know. All they know is being on Capitol Hill or being in rooms with donors. That's all they care about. So they need to either resign or go work for a 400 or need to resign, or they need to go get with the fucking program. Go talk to your fucking constituents. I'm sure that they would not approve of you condemning this, because if you actually break it down on an issue by issue basis, people are for socialism. It is showing in the polls, and almost every single time they go and ask certain questions. Zohran is hugely popular. His policies are hugely popular. To come out and condemn socialism, like, are you fucking kidding me? Hello? The lights are on, but ain't nobody fucking shopping. Like, what is wrong with you? And I just want to I searched this up just because I want to show that, like, them coming out and condemning the horrors of socialism is fucking insane. The socialist values that Zohran Mamdani is talking about, most countries have. And he's not even going extremely radical at all. Like, socialist parties are globally common with a significant historical presence and contemporary influence in many countries. They vary widely in their specific ideologies, from revolutionary communism to mainstream social democracy, and their level of power ranges from holding national government control to having minor parliamentary representation. Over 170 socialist, communist, and anti-capitalist parties have held national parliamentary representation in 74 different recognized countries globally. So 74 different recognized. This is not a big deal in most places. It's actually pretty fucking normal. And so is universal healthcare. If we're going to if we want to talk about things that are common in other fucking countries, like, to come out and condemn, sign a resolution to condemn the horrors of fucking socialism is so fucking insane. And it just goes to show how fucking brainless most of your Democratic fucking party is. Most of these fucking people need to step down. Like, they need to get the fuck out of the way or get with the program, like I fucking said. Are you fucking kidding me? 86 people. Oh my god. Of course, Richie fucking Torres. That demon. Are you kidding me? Not fucking surprising. Like, God, 2 fucking days ago, Hakeem Jeffries would not denounce the fact that a Democratic Congress member was texting Jeffrey Epstein in the middle of a Congress hearing. Stacey Plaskett, the representative for the Virgin Islands, was texting with Jeffrey Epstein for information during a hearing of Congress. Are you fucking kidding me? Hello? Why can we not all agree that that's bad? And Hakeem Jeffries, in just like a show of amazing leadership, came out and would not denounce that. Would not say that it's a bad thing or say that it's inappropriate, because he is a spineless little bitch. He is a pussy to the nth degree. He has no fucking spine. He has no fucking balls. He is just a little bitch. A neutered little bitch boy. Fuck him.
With the bill to force the release of the Epstein files now cleared through the House, going through the Senate, and on its way to President Trump's desk soon, tonight a Republican effort to punish a Democratic colleague over her contact with Jeffrey Epstein failed inside of the House. That's because moments ago, lawmakers rejected a resolution to censure Democratic delegate Stacey Plaskett. She represents the Virgin Islands.
Why? So much of the leadership in the fucking House came out and immediately just started defending her blindly. And we're like, what about you guys? What about this? What about that? Stop with the whataboutism. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of people being like, oh, well, they're connected to Trumpism. They're connected to Epstein. Well, what about your guy that's connected to Epstein? Arrest them all. Why can't we all agree that those people are most likely bad? They were friends with a registered sex offender. I don't give a fuck if Bill Clinton was a Democrat. Bull fucking shit. Fuck him. The man who created Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Fuck him. The man who had an affair with a 22-year-old at the president of the United States. He's a creep. That's disgusting. That's an insane abuse of power. Hello? She was 22 and he was in his 50s, 60s, and her boss, also the president of the United States, the leader of the free world, the most powerful man in... My God. Why do we have to come out and defend this woman? She was texting with Jeffrey Epstein in like 2019, during a 2019 hearing. A registered sex offender. A pedophile, an international sex trafficker. Why can we not just come out and say, hey, that's inappropriate? It doesn't matter if it's across party lines. This is not across party. Like, this isn't a pedophile issue, not a party issue. So why can we not just come out and say, hey, that's inappropriate? Or why can she not just come out and say, hey, you know what? I thought he might have information. It was probably wrong. I apologize. But no, she can't. None of these people can come out and just say the truth. Like,
for texting with Jeffrey Epstein during a 2019 hearing that featured Donald Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen. These were texts that were among the 20,000 pages of documents the House released.
Michael Cohen now is a co-host on the Midas Touch Network. It's funny how things change over the years.
Last week, and they show that Epstein texted Stacey Plaskett saying, quote, Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of the secrets, referring to Trump's longtime assistant, Rona Graff. Plaskett responded, quote, Rona, and then asked, quick, I'm up next.
There were more texts than this. It just, this one was like clearly during the House Oversight Committee or Oversight hearing. But there were a lot more texts, and it very clearly showed that they were like familiar, like they were friendly. Like I'm not saying they were like fucking or anything, but I'm just saying like they were familiar. Like it's not like, oh, she comes out and says like, oh my God, she had such an insane interview the other day. This crazy fucking bitch. Fuck Delegate Stacey Plaskett. Fuck that bitch. You are crazy. Because she had the nerve to fucking say, a lot of people have committed a lot of crimes. When a reporter asked her about if she thought it was appropriate to be messaging a criminal, a registered sex offender, she was like, well, a lot of people have done a lot of things. You're crazy. Who are a lot of people and what are a lot of things? Because no, the fuck, I don't know anybody that was an international sex trafficker of children. Apparently you did. That's inappropriate. Don't you think? The fuck? Hello? A lot of people? No. Done a lot of, no. It should be so easy to just come out and say, hey, you know what? Probably wasn't right. He was my constituent and I thought he might have valuable information, but it was probably inappropriate for me to do that, and I apologize. That would go over a lot better than coming out and saying, well, a lot of people have done a lot of things. He was one of my constituents. Excuse me? That's also what Jamie Raskin came out and said. Hakeem Jeffries came out and said on the House floor, like, she was texting one of her constituents, and then Jamie Raskin had the nerve to be like, what about all of you that have texted, blah, blah, what about all of you? What about all? No. I don't want, like, the Democratic base, nobody in your country wants whataboutism when it comes to pedophiles and texting with pedophiles, communicating with pedophiles, hanging out with pedophiles, being friends with pedophiles, being business associates of pedophiles, registered sex offenders, sex traffickers of young girls. That should be, you should be able to come out and condemn that across party lines. And when somebody gets accused of being associate of Jeffrey Epstein on the Democratic side, you need to say, yeah, you know what? You're right. They need to be censured. They need to resign. They need to step down. Something needs to happen, because we cannot have that. We cannot just look at the Republicans, well, you guys are pretty bad too. You guys are pretty bad too. When it's about actual literal crimes and pedophilia, sex trafficking. Like, let's not play the what about game right now, Jamie Raskin. The fuck?
Next, is that an acronym? Epstein replied, that's his assistant. A few minutes later, Plaskett asked this.
As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's involved in a lot that went on.
A minute after Plaskett wrapped up her questioning there, Epstein texted her, quote, "Good work." The text exchange comes just 3 months after the Miami Herald published its investigation detailing Epstein's abuse of young girls. And tonight, House Democrats are fiercely defending Stacey Plaskett, with the leader, Hakeem Jeffries, calling the censure vote a political stunt, as Plaskett is echoing that defense and denying that Epstein had any influence on her questions.
He denying that he how? Where the fuck do you get off coming out and lying about that when we can all see that he literally had an influence on what questions you asked? The fuck are you talking about? You corrupt ass motherfucker. What the hell? What? Excuse me?
They've taken a text exchange which shows no participation, no assistance, no involvement in any illegal activity, and weaponized it for political theater.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Go to hell. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? You were messaging a registered sex offender who was charged with pedophilia, sex trafficking of minors, and was exposed again 10 years later, just a few months before that. And you most likely knew about it, and you still thought it was appropriate to fucking message him in the middle of a fucking hearing? Are you fucking kidding me? To ask for questions? Are you fucking kidding me? What is wrong with you?
Because that's what this is.
And do you think I'm fucking stupid, bitch? Are you fucking kidding me? Hello?
And my source tonight is the Democratic leader in the House, Hakeem Jeffries. And thank you, sir, for being here. Obviously, a lot of movement up on Capitol Hill today. And you heard Stacey Plaskett there. She was arguing her texts with Jeffrey Epstein were not illegal. But in your view, were they appropriate?
Well, Stacey Plaskett is not accused of violating any health.
Wait. I'm so tired of the bullshit. Stop talking. Stop with the politicians speak. Stop with the scripts. Stop, Hakeem. Stop. Just say what you think. Yes or no? Do you think it was appropriate? Yes or no? He is just as bad as a fucking Republican when they're being asked a question in a hearing. Like, these motherfuckers cannot give a fucking straight answer on anything. Like, it is so
House rule, any law, any statute, and she's clearly and unequivocally.
That's not what she asked you. She asked you if you think it was appropriate. She asked for your opinion on whether or not you think it's appropriate. Not whether she broke any laws or broke any rules. She asked you a question, which was a yes or no question. It was actually a very simple one. And you're going in this bullshit wraparound fucking answer to fucking bullshit everybody when you could just say what you feel. Do you think it was appropriate or not, Hakeem? Because when you bullshit like this, everybody's going to assume that you think it was appropriate, that you think it was okay that she did that. And obviously you do, because you defended her on the House floor and behind closed doors. You made a deal with Republicans to not censure one of their Congress members for, what was it? Oh, right, domestic abuse. You thought it was okay to not censure a Republican lawmaker for domestic abuse because you needed to defend your girl. Excuse me? For messaging an international sex trafficker of minors, young girls. At this point, are you also protecting the pedophile ring? Like, this motherfucker, he is one of the most insidious people. Like, I don't understand him and how he, like, sleeps at night. He can cheerlead a fucking genocide, choose to fucking fund it and fund Israel to the nth degree, take over $1 million of their money, and go to bed at night normally. He is a duplicitous piece of fucking shit. Hakeem Jeffries needs to step down. Somebody needs to primary him, and I hope Chayase does. I hope he's actually sincere about what he's saying, but we'll see. But I hope to God Hakeem Jeffries loses his motherfucking seat, because right now at this moment in time, what you need is somebody who can a straight talker, at least. Somebody who's not going to bullshit every fucking question they get. Every fucking difficult question. Every time they get fucking follow-up, they're just going to keep on bullshitting and bullshitting and bullshitting. It's bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Who do you represent other than AIPAC? And the establishment, the Democratic establishment. What are you here for, Hakeem? Who do you speak for?
Denounced Jeffrey Epstein. And I think what the survivors fought for today is the type of transparency that came out of the House, went through the Senate, and is now on its way to Donald Trump's desk, where hopefully he'll sign it into law.
I am going to bullshit you until you stop asking me questions that I don't want to answer. And then we're going to move on, and I'm going to keep on bullshitting you until this interview is over. And we're going to keep on that cycle of me being a bullshitter for the rest of my term. Like, he's so rehearsed. It's so frustrating to watch. Like, and it's not even good. Like, he wants to be Obama so bad. He wants to be Obama so bad. So bad. Like, the cadence, like, everything, like, it's, oh my God. And he thinks he is. That's the thing. This ugly fuck. Anyways.
Law, because at the end of the day, all the American people are asking for is...
He has gone into, like, she asked him if he thinks it's appropriate. He started talking about whether it's lawful, whether it was a criminal act, whether it broke the rules, what the victims want, the House resolution, Trump needs to sign it, the victims want. None of those answered the question she asked, by the way. And this is why everybody hates you, Hakeem. Well, also because you are a Zionist shill and you shake your ass for Israel dollars.
Just the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, which is why these Epstein files that Donald Trump...
You're talking about the truth, and nothing but the truth. But bitch, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you talking about? You literally can't even answer a straight question. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is out there tweeting, calling for execution of sitting Democratic politicians for exercising their free speech to reiterate a rule to not follow unlawful orders, which is part of the oath that you take when you join something like the military. You take an oath to the Constitution. And if you cannot take unconstitutional orders. And Hakeem Jeffries can't even come out and say that it's inappropriate to be texting an international sex trafficker pedophile. What is wrong with you, Hakeem? Like, what the fuck?
Trump and his administration has been hiding for months need to be...
But he can come out and condemn socialism. Remember, full list of Democrats voting to condemn socialism as Mamdani comes to town. Number 36, Hakeem Jeffries of New York. So this was a resolution that he could sign on to. Not even just like a simple fucking question from a reporter. This was a resolution that he signed on to condemn the horrors of socialism. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But you cannot stand up and say, yeah, it was probably inappropriate to be texting an international sex trafficker, pedophile. Hello, Hakeem? Like, where is your brain? What?
Be released.
But do you think it was appropriate for her to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein 11 years after he pleaded guilty?
Shout out to Caitlin Collins and Abby Phillip. They are doing the Lord's work over there at CNN. And look at his face. He's like so taken off guard that she actually followed up. Like, it's called journalism, Hakeem.
I mean, I have not had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett to discuss this issue because we've been focused today.
Yeah, but you know, you're well aware of what the issue is. So you should be able to give a clear answer on how you feel. That's like, yes or no.
On making sure that there was a decisive vote as it related to the Epstein files and the release. I'm thankful for the work of Representative Massey.
What the damn hell are you talking about? Like, what are you talking? Why are you talking in circles? Hello, Hakeem. Can you come back down to earth and answer the fucking question, please? He's like short-circuiting because she's not following the specific script that he wants her to follow, because he cannot operate in any other fucking way. He's completely feckless. He has no backbone. He pretty much has no opinion for himself, because he is just an establishment Democrat, basically a conservative, fucking Israel shill, shake his ass for AIPAC money. Like, he just completely feckless. Completely feckless. He is not willing to come out and say that that's inappropriate. He was fought against censuring her, stood up for her on the House floor and fought against it and made a deal behind closed doors to not censure a Republican that had been, I'm pretty sure, very verifiably accused of domestic violence. So, like, you are so morally bankrupt, and you have no problem with, I don't understand, like, every time you open your phone, you don't see starving babies, skeletons of children, screaming and crying because they can't find their parents, because they can't find food or clean water, children walking around without shoes, in tatters of clothes, with their ribs poking out of their bodies. And you can just support that. Go to hell. I hope it's hot.
Ro Khanna, but most importantly, the survivors.
Do you plan to talk to her about it?
I think that we...
Look at Caitlin Collins. She's ticked. Like, she's like, just give me an answer. Like, what's fucking going on? More of this, please. More of this. We need to encourage this when it happens, because the complete collapse of the media and the press has been so fucking extremely aggravating, frustrating to watch, because what the fuck? What happened to follow-up questions? Like, this is one of the first times I've seen somebody from CNN or MSNBC or MS Now. Bitch, you should have just called it DNC News at this point. Fuck off. But this is one of the... She's one of the only people that actually presses people. And props to fucking her, because we need more of this. And she should do it more. Good for you, Caitlin.
Successfully defeated a resolution that lacked any basis, was not credible, and was being brought by an individual who was trying to weaponize this issue to reinvigorate his own failed gubernatorial campaign in South Carolina. It was rejected on a bipartisan basis on the floor today.
She didn't ask you about that, though. She asked you about you and your opinion, what you're going to do, dipshit. Like, the more you bullshit, the more you just look even more guilty. Like, it's like, hello? Like, ew.
that's the end of the story.
Yeah, I was just asking if you personally believe messaging with Jeffrey Epstein, who is at that point a registered sex offender, is appropriate for a member of the House Democratic Caucus.
That's the third time you've asked me this question, and I'm going to give you the same exact answer.
Because you've given a bullshit. You haven't answered her question any of the single times. You've given bullshit out of your fucking mouth. Like, it's your fucking day job. Like, what is this, Hakeem? Like, what is this? You're unable to answer a question so much, like, and now you're going to be condescending to Caitlin Collins because she's doing her job, and you're not? You incompetent fool? What the fuck is wrong with you, you troglodyte? The fuck?
Our focus today is on making sure
is bullshitting the press, bullshitting the people, keeping everything the same, status quo. Gotta suck up to the billionaires, suck up to corporate interests, suck up to fucking capitalism. Gotta cuck ourselves to the white man. Fuck you. You're such a fucking sellout. I hope
that the Jeffrey Epstein files were released. If you want to have a conversation with Stacey Plaskett about it, I'm sure she'd be willing to talk to you.
I just want you to answer the question, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? I just want you to answer the question whether you think it's appropriate to be messaging a international sex trafficking pedophile registered sex offender during a congressional hearing. Do you think that's appropriate? Yes or no? It should be a simple yes. Well, it should be no. It should be a simple no. I was going to say it should be simple yes or no, but it should be a simple no. Like, that is not appropriate. We don't want that in the Democratic Party. We should say, no, that's what you should say. No, we do not want that behavior permeating the Democratic Party. Am I speaking Chinese? Because I've never been known to do that. Is this hard to understand? Like, I know you can't hear me, but like, Jesus fuck, it should be common sense.
It was an illegitimate effort to try to remove her from the House Committee on Intelligence, and that was defeated in a bipartisan way.
Because you defended her and leveraged the fact that you would not censure a domestic abuser. Somebody who was accused very legibly of domestic assault and abuse. So why the fuck why are you willing to protect somebody that was messaging an international sex trafficking pedophile? You're willing to protect her and not censure an abuser, somebody who is very verifiably accused of domestic abuse, in order to protect somebody that was messaging a registered sex offending pedophile. What is wrong with you? Hello? Like, what is what? Wait. What? No, wait. We're supposed to be against pedophiles. We're supposed to be against messaging pedophiles. Hakeem, it's not supposed to be a hard question.
Well, let me ask you about you, because the White House has been highlighting an email that I'm sure you've seen today that Jeffrey Epstein got in 2013. They say it shows you were soliciting money and dinner from an Epstein. The email was not sent from you. It was sent from a political consulting firm called Dynamic SRG that says, "We are thrilled to announce we are working with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. Shoot us an email or give us a call if you would like to get involved." What's your response? Do you recall that email being sent to Jeffrey Epstein from that team?
Yeah, of course I have no recollection of the email. I've never had
Every single fucking thing he said in his interview is bullshit. Like, what? You have no recollection? You don't remember an international sex trafficker? Fuck off. You're such a bullshitter. Even if it is fully innocent, you could have just came out and said that. What the fuck? It makes you look even more guilty. The fuck? I have no recollection of the email. Shut up. Oh my God. Yeah, and Trump has no recollection of hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein for 15 years. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Blue MAGA is in full effect. You guys need to start a third party in America, just generally. But I think you really do need to start a far left, what you would call a far left, or like a left, well, just a left party. You need to have a party full of leftists, and then you need to have a centrist party. You either need to leave the Democratic Party, let the centrists take over, and they'll never win elections. And then the leftist party can duke it out with the right party. Like,
Conversation with him, never met him, know nothing about him other than the extreme things that he's been convicted of doing. And that's why, I'm just strongly supportive of the effort.
this dude is the fucking worst. Like, I have no words for him. Like, I have no words for this man. No words.
The survivors to make sure that everything can come out, whatever is in those Department of Justice files.
So you never got a donation from Jeffrey Epstein or anything like that?
Certainly not.
And just on this passing...
You went bagged for it.
Today,
You're so
To
weird.
this point, I mean, this is something that even Ro Khanna told me just a few moments ago. He never even thought it would get to this point today. I wonder what it says to you that the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, fought this so much and had a concern over...
I don't care what he said. I don't care about his opinion. He's so compromised. It's not even fucking funny. Like, I do not understand how anybody trusts him. He is the worst. God, fuck you, Hakeem. I hope, like, go to fucking hell. I hope it's fucking hot, bitch. Fuck you, Hakeem Jeffries. Step the fuck down. You are feckless and you have no business leading anything. You have no balls. You are just a little bitch shaking your ass for Israel dollars at every fucking chance you get. You are a bullshitter. You can't give a straight answer. All you do is talk in script. It's so bad too. Your cadence is not good. Your voice sucks. You do not have the it factor you think you do, and you try so severely to have, but you don't have it. Like, you just don't. And it is so fucking excruciating listening to you talk, because every single time you just spew bullshit like an asshole on a cow. Like, it is so fucking frustrating. Get it together, you train wreck. What the fuck is wrong with you?